opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
This is Tony. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Technical only.
Hey, this is Lewis.
And this is Tony.
And you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
This is Brooksville Bob, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio, and we're going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. Tune in and see.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Leave the gun. Technical only.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh. What make you horny?
Burger King man, Rebecca speaking.
Hello, Rebecca. How are you today?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing excellent. Listen, I got a little request I need to make for you. I want to put in an order, and I want to come and pick it up. Is that okay?
Was it end of July, or was it the beginning of August? Do you remember when you called it in?
I'm calling in right now.
Oh, you're calling it right now. So this is going to be a big order?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me get a paper and pencil.
Thank
so what
you.
are we getting?
I'm sorry?
What are we getting?
Just want a Big Mac.
Big Mac. You mean the Big King?
No, a Big Mac.
Big Mac is McDonald's.
Where it's right next door. You can't go get it for me?
No, sir.
Well, come on. That's not fair.
I could do the Big King. That's about it.
Well, I don't like the Big King. I like the Big Mac, but I hate McDonald's. Does that...
Okay. The Big King's almost close to a Big Mac.
I bet you my Big Mac's bigger than yours.
Okay.
Were you going to take my order or what?
If it's a Big King, I can.
All right, let me have a Big King then.
When are you going to be coming in and pick it up?
July.
In July next year?
Certainly.
Okay.
Why not?
Fine with me.
Better late than never, no?
Yep.
Listen, you sound sexy. You want to go out on a date?
I'm married.
I'll take him along. He could drive.
That's okay.
No? Are you sure?
Anything else I can do for you?
Well, I want 2 Big Macs now.
Okay. Anything else?
Making me hungry. And a
Okay.
chocolate shake.
Small, medium, or large?
Extra large.
Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Coming in July?
In July. You think you can deliver that?
Unfortunately, we're not in the area to deliver.
Why not? I'm right around the block. I tell you what. You meet me in the parking lot, sweetheart. I'll take you out to dinner and show you a good time.
That's okay, and I have to be here watching my crew.
Yeah, they don't care. Trust me.
Okay.
I'm serious. I take you out. We'll have a nice candlelit dinner. Maybe a little whining, some dining, some 69, and you never know. I mean, things could happen. You might leave your husband for me.
Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am. I just, was trying to get a Big Mac and a date, but you don't seem to be receptive to my charm.
That's because I'm married and I got a store to run.
Okay, but are you married or are you happily married? There's a difference.
Happily married.
Well, there's a big difference, I got to tell you.
Happily married.
Are you sure? Anybody else
I'm
there?
very
Anybody
sure.
else there that's not married?
I'm very, very, very sure.
Does he share? I mean, I share. I got no problems with it.
I'm sure he will.
You think so?
I know he will.
Why? I don't get it.
Okay. So is there anything else?
Well, no, just my 2 Big Macs, my large fries, and a couple of shakes, and I'm on my way to come get it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be looking for you. I'm gonna be
Okay.
looking for you, and I'm gonna get you to go out on that date with me because you sound sexy.
All right. Is there anything else?
Well, you just got to tell me yes, you're gonna go out on a date with me, and I'll come get you.
Well, that sounds really nice.
Well, are you her husband?
Yeah.
You are? Listen, you drive. Listen, I'll be nice.
I'll drive.
You drive, I'll be nice.
20 minutes.
15? Hello? Son of a bitch hung up on me. God damn, it's so hard to get a date in this town. That can only mean one thing. It's time for Talk Shit Radio. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing this morning? It's about 9 minutes after 7. Had to get some shit taken care of before I can go on the air this morning. We got Tony, we got Maria here. They're outside, actually. They'll be in the studio in a sec. And Chrissy will be here a little bit later. We got Chris and his crew out there. Chris, Steve-O, and the rest of the guys out there working hard and busting their ass doing that steel building that they do. It is 10:21
4 more days till my baby turns 20. It's unreal how fast the time flies when you're having fun. I got a buddy of mine whose wife, his mother, is 71 today. So happy birthday, Helen, out there in Vegas. I hope everything's going good. Hey, Daisy, good morning and welcome back to the show. I heard you've been having some trials and tribulations of life. Welcome to the club, sweetheart. Hope everything's going good. Yeah, I got a really cool guest going to be calling today. I know Tony's all excited about it. He's wanting to school this guy. You're going to school him, right, Tone? You're going to try something, right? All right, so today at 8 o'clock, just about 49 minutes from now, special guest Steve Williams. Steve Williams is he's a dating and sex coach who should bring lots of fun and helpful tips to our listeners. So should be really, really interesting. We have his web page. That's my page. We got his webpage up on the facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show events page. If you go check that out, you see all about Steve and what he does. And you can check out his website at www.themanmindset.com. So, again, we're going to have Steve on the show today in just about 48 minutes. Excuse me. So I now have a setup on Stitcher, SoundCloud. We broadcast on Spreaker. We broadcast over Radio Loyalty. There's probably we're at about 15 different broadcast sites now, and just trying to build that audience. Just trying to build that audience. Tony, how are you feeling this morning, buddy?
Feeling all right.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah.
Up,
I noticed. I can hear it in your voice. You awful nasally this morning.
Yeah, it's the Florida weather.
Yeah. You got to move that mic in a little closer, buddy.
Yeah, I will. I was just trying to get some
other
set up first before I started getting really loud on here.
Yeah, right? Before we start screaming in people's ears. That's right, Daisy. We will all overcome. I mean, shit, girl. Look at what you've been through to date. The rest is easy. Just look at it that way. Everything that you've been through up until now, the rest will be easy for you, sweetheart. We missed you, too. Definitely. Johnny, I expect him to be in the room anytime. Excuse me. Choking on my own spit over here. I hate that. Yeah, you go to talk and it's like...
Catches you right there in that.
Yeah, it smacks you in the back of the throat at about 900 miles an hour. And
what do they call that? The Dumblumgata, whatever that is in the back of your throat.
Oblongata. Yeah, some bullshit like that.
Dummy's gotta.
Yeah, that dummy got my dummy. I just call it the punching bag in the back of my mouth. So that's what it looks like. It looks like a speed bag hanging down my throat. What doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. Daisy, you couldn't have said a more truer statement. My mother's been telling me that for years. Friends have been saying that. Again, Maria's still getting her ass kicked by the lock over there. That lock kicks her ass every day. Shut up, she says. Right off the bat, dude, go to Bay News 9. It says, Governor Scott and Charlie Crist prepare for final debate in Goober National Race. Well, just to let all you Floridians know, either way it goes, we're fucked. You don't get Adrian Wiley or somebody else in there other than these two jackasses.
Somebody new, because we've already had Crist.
Yeah.
Not that he wasn't a halfway decent governor, I thought. But.
No, I mean, they weren't good governors, but they weren't bad governors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think before Crist, we had Jeb Bush, and he actually was the better governor.
I don't think I remember Jeb Bush. That was a while ago then, wasn't it? I remember Chris and Scott since 1989.
Right. Jeb Bush, I think he really was with the people. I mean, He was really.
And now for the governor race, the governor, however you want to say it. If you're running for governor, there's no limit like the presidency, right? You can only run 2 terms. With governor, it doesn't matter, right?
No, I think with governor you can only do 3. I'm not positive, but I'm
okay.
Governor, you can only be so many too.
Yeah,
but it's more than what the president's supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, I figured something like that.
Yeah.
So then, if he's into office again, this is the last year he can.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. That's good. But then we're really screwed because then we're stuck with the other fucking guy. It don't matter where we go. It don't matter what we do. We're screwed either way. It don't matter if it's the Pope, John Paul, the whatever that run for government. Somehow, some way, shit's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of politics. Daisy says she's right. Bless her about what my mom used to say. What doesn't kill you only make you stronger. Daisy had the privilege of meeting my mom a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, a long time ago. Crazy woman, dude. Crazy woman. She'd fuck you up and not even think twice about it. I had a rough night last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Really rough?
Yes.
How rough was it?
Bad dreams, which I knew I was going to have because of the stupid freaking movie that I watched.
Really? Movies do that to you?
Yes. Yeah. Especially when it comes to family, father, things like that. Yeah. I was 13 when my dad died. So, yeah, anything that has to do with a dad and a son relationship in a movie will make me have fucked up dreams, and then I'll wake up in the morning and be like, seriously, it sucks, though, man. It really sucks. Not that I'm suicidal or ready to fucking hang myself from the rafters or anything like that, but, it sucks. I don't think there's anything in this earth that could make me do some shit like that. Nothing. Well, yes, there is. If my children and if my family got killed in an unforeseen accident or something like that, then I might be a suicidal son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Recklessly, though. I wouldn't just hang myself. Yeah, it'd be suicide by cop or some stupid shit. I'm too chicken to do it myself. I am too scared. I'm a scared of the hood.
Oh.
He goes, oh.
You know what else it says right there on that front page?
What?
To the right, the top. I don't know why it's a local headline.
Yeah, I noticed that,
he's
too.
He's not, local.
Isn't that South Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, South Africa.
Yeah. Well, he got sentenced to 5 years.
A whole 5 years for killing his old lady and screaming like a baby.
Yep. That's it.
Unreal. So, for those of you that, don't get along with your old lady, when she goes to the bathroom, just take a couple pop shots at her and say it was a burglar. Oscar Pistorius got away with it. Only it's going to end up doing, out of those 5 years, he'll do 2 years, 2.5 years maybe, with game time and everything like that. And good.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they work that in South Africa.
In South Africa.
Pretoria, South Africa.
Pretoria.
Yeah. Let me see what it says. 3 years for unlawfully firing a gun in a restaurant.
Ouch.
In a separate incident.
Wow.
And so if he only got that for the separate incident.
He only got 2 years for the murder then. They sentenced him 3 years for discharging a firearm in a restaurant?
Yeah, which was a separate incident.
Right.
I'm trying to see where it says, but they acquitted him of murder.
Jesus.
They convicted him of culpable homicide or negligent killing, but acquitted him of murder.
Gotcha. That's why.
So they're just saying that he was negligent with his gun.
It was
oops. It was an accident.
Right. Which is bullshit. He knew what he was doing. Come on. Yeah. Dude, when she gets up and goes to the bathroom, you know she's not there, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. When you're the only two in the house and there's somebody in the bathroom, let's see. 1 and 1 makes 2. 2 and 2 make 4. Put them together, what do you got? A dead girlfriend on the floor. Sorry, I had to do that. Oh, shit. What else is new?
Yeah, and they don't say bathroom door either. They say, it says, Pistorius killed Steenkamp on Valentine's Day last year, shooting her through a toilet door in his home.
Oh, it's a toilet door for them. It's not a bathroom door. It's a toilet door. They don't use the toilet over there, the bathroom over there. They use the toilet. It's not a shitter. It's the loo. Gotta go to the loo. No wonder my mother named me that. Lou. It's all making sense now. Good morning, John. How are you, sir? Very, very good morning to you. I love this picture of John. He's standing in his driveway taking a picture with his garage in the background. I've been in his garage so many damn times that's his workbench right there. If he was to step a little to the right or the left, you see, that depends on when the picture was taken, but his motorcycle would be sitting there. And if he turned a little bit more facing the other way, you'd see his Camaro sitting behind him.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man.
Camaro.
Yeah, he's got one of the new ones.
Oh, one of the new ones?
Yeah, nice car. Very nice.
Yeah, they're nice cars, but I don't like the body design on the new ones at all.
I actually like that design better than the one before it.
For some reason, to me, they all look like the Dodges now.
Yeah, the Chargers and the Challengers. Well, they all look like a Dodge Challenger now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. If you don't know cars, you can't. You could look at a Camaro and easily mistake it, or vice versa, that's for sure.
Right. You got to look for the emblem almost now.
Yeah. Yep. Which I wouldn't mind having one of those Chargers over the Camaro any day, man. That Charger will smoke that Camaro with the Hemi in it. Johnny, you hearing me say this? I'm talking shit about your car.
Yeah, but
Charger
I'm talking shit
will
about
smoke
Chevrolet
it.
because they started copying what,
I think actually Dodge came out with that design after Chevy did.
I don't know.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, but even still, did Chevy still follow the design of the Charger before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, so...
Yep. That's funny.
They let me down.
They let you down. I've been let down. I tell you what, the Mustang's a thing of the past. It's no longer exciting anymore. You know what I mean? When I see a Mustang, it's like, ooh, yay. You know what I'm saying?
I like the way the Mustang
sound goes blah blah.
I don't really care for Ford, but yeah, the Mustang's a nice looking car.
It's a nice looking car, but it's just not. There's so many of them now. Everybody wants a Mustang GT. Everybody wants a Mustang GT.
Yeah, well, everybody wanted the 5.0 when it came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, and I drove one once, but it was no.
My mother's Honda CRX with a 4-cylinder. I put that. If you knew how to drive that little car, I'd fucking give you a run for your money in your 5.0. If you didn't know how to drive your 5.0 Mustang, forget it, dude. You were not getting away from me. I'll wind that son of a bitch out to $11,000 if I had to. It won't blow up. I've done it. And shit, I've gone around turns at like 70 miles an hour that the average car would just roll off to the side and just be laying in the woods somewhere with that little Honda. So, yeah, we had a lot of fun with that car. Johnny, you remember that car. Yeah.
I remember back in like I think it was the beginning of the 80s, the end of the 70s when those 240s and the Z's.
The IROCs and all of them come out?
No.
The Nissans.
Yeah,
the Nissan
Nissans,
240ZX and the... Yeah,
and the 260 or whatever, when those came out.
Yep. With what is that?
Man, people were
what
crashing.
What kind of motor is that fucking thing? I never understood how it worked.
They were crashing those things everywhere.
You know what I'm talking? The rotary motors.
Yeah,
I never understood.
That was a Mazda, though.
Yeah, same difference.
That was the Mazda with the rotary engine.
Same car, though. You know what I mean? The 280s and the Mazda.
They didn't use the rotary engine in the 240s.
No, Toyota didn't, but Mazda did.
Yeah,
Mazda used the shit out of them motors. I still to this day don't understand how the fuck they work. I still
weird.
Don't understand.
I had a working model of one.
Yeah, one of the big plastic ones.
Yeah, lit up, and all the parts were different colors.
The battery in it,
so
it turns.
you could see it turn. Yeah, so I mean, I understood how it worked. It was just weird.
It's very strange. Yeah, it's almost like an airplane motor, kind of.
Sort of. Yeah, it's just instead of having pistons, you had a triangle-looking rotor.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of them, so that they had a few cylinders.
It was weird, yeah. Definitely weird setup. Never really made it that far, though.
Yeah, well, it was made so that, with a triangle-looking rotor, that makes 3 pistons right there in one cylinder.
Gotcha.
And with the space in between them, you got 3 cylinders 3 pistons hitting in one cylinder, one right after the other.
Yeah.
So and then you got one rotor in this position, one rotor in that position, and another rotor in that position. So you got nine
pistons.
9 pistons and 3 cylinders. So
that's crazy, dude.
So it can just fire one right after the other.
Yeah.
You know.
Johnny, on his Camaro, it's pretty much bone stock. I don't know if you've done any work to it, Johnny, but I know there's like this lockout when you over rev the engine, or you go, it's like you take off to go really super fast. It won't let you go to second. It'll make you go to third. It locks it out. Well, there's this bypass that you can put on there and make the second gear work at high RPMs. Holy shit, man. I could just imagine. Because, don't get me wrong, the car is fast. The Johnny's Camaro, it's fast. We've been in it. But if you put this lockout thing on it, you can't use second gear, so you lose all that pull that you get from second gear. And I don't know how it worked. It was weird because sometimes it would let him go into second gear depending on where his RPMs were, and then he would fucking nail it, man. And the son of a bitch would take off, then into third, you know what I mean? But if he took off in first too fast, it wouldn't let him go to second. It would make him go right to third because of this lock. It was weird. Definitely weird. But cool car.
Well, I found out some tricks about the old Chevrolet turbo transmissions.
You
could put it in low gear and hold it to the floor, and if you weren't scared, it would override into second on its own.
Oh, yeah?
But if you let off the gas, it was going right back to first and putting you through the window.
Oh, shit. I know there's a few cars that are like that.
Yeah, it was the old turbo 400.
Because it'll only rev up so high, and then it automatically shift.
No matter, even if you have it manually in first gear, it would override into second.
Yeah, I think my Galaxy was actually
And
like
it would chirp the tires because it would hit so hard.
Yes. Yeah. And you could do it if you stayed on it. You could do it in third, too. You can get it to rip third if you stayed on the gas.
Yeah, I don't.
But by the time it got to third gear, you were moving.
Oh, yeah, you didn't have any more room left, really.
Yeah, you were moving. Excuse me. I miss those days. Me and Johnny used to do all sorts of crazy shit in his
now
garage
you got to
working
be an
on
electronics
cars. Oh, God.
Expert just to,
You got to be like Mikey. You got to have this little computer that plugs into your freaking port, wirelessly, no less. You grab your little because he's got a special tablet that comes with this unit and tells you everything that's going on in the car, and it's amazing, man. Mikey's got some really cool toys. Speaking of which, it's, here in Hernando County, if anybody's looking to get their car fixed and fixed right, we have Mike the Mechanic. You can give a call to, charge unbelievably reasonable rates, and you can bring it there with confidence knowing it's going to get done right the first time. So he just fixed our car, as a matter of fact. Good morning, MJ from PA. How are you?
And John says blah, blah from I don't know which part.
That was from my Charger kicking the shit out of the Camaro. Oh, that's what that was from.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, he knows because he used to have a 300 with a Hemi in it. Just a straight 300 with the Hemi in it. Now, if you were to get the RT or the ST with the Hemi in it, Jesus. He knows
I
how
had a
fast
car
that
when
Charger
I was
is.
16 that would have blown any of them away.
Oh, yeah? Which one was it? That was a long time
It was
ago.
my 65 Buick Vista Cruiser wagon.
With the big old 409 in it, or it had the
it just had a 350 in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The old 350 rocket motor, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope. It had a small block Chevy 350 in it.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Chevy 350.
Yep. But see, the car was cut in half. And the back seat was taken out.
And
the car was shortened.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't such a freaking tugboat.
No. But it was cool looking because we took the doors off of a 2-door.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the 4-door station wagon has the short doors? Well, we took the doors off of a 2-door. Cut the car kind of right so that we had the back end of the door section when the car was cut.
Right, yeah.
Slid it back together.
That's wicked.
And the Vista Cruiser had those windows.
I'm Googling a Vista
in the
Cruiser.
in the top of the roof.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I remember that fucking
well,
car.
The way we
yes.
cut the car, those windows were now over top of the driver's
Was it the wagon?
Yes.
Oh.
The Vista Cruiser wagon.
Fucking love that car.
Okay.
Yes.
So those
Love that
windows,
car.
instead of being over the passengers in the
They
back,
were over the driver's side.
they were over the drivers in the front.
Yeah. This is a bad-looking car, man, with the woody sides, or no?
No.
I like the woody sides.
And we had a dark blue metal flake paint.
Yeah.
And the wheels were those, remember the flat chrome wheels?
Yeah, like Krager rims?
Nope, not Kragers, not the mags.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the flat chrome.
Okay, like polished, not polished, but the real dull aluminum.
No, it was still the chrome, but what I'm saying is just a flat wheel. It didn't have like the mag
center
stuff
lines,
on it. Right? Just
like center lines.
right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Just the flat chrome wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice tires on it.
Yep.
It had headers on it, but it had regular stock exhaust behind the headers.
I'm looking at one right now coming off the quarter-mile line on 2 wheels.
It's a
badass looking
It
car.
was a badass
man.
little sleeper.
Yeah.
Because it was quiet.
I like it. It's a good looking car, man.
Now, do you remember the Alpine GT?
Uh-huh.
Okay, with the small block Ford motor in it.
I remember the body style of the car. That's about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it looked like a little MG midget.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, but it had a small block Ford motor in it.
Jesus Christ. It's
I
almost like
blew
an
that
AC
sucker
Cobra.
away.
That's almost like an AC Cobra, a little Ford Cobra or a Pantera or some
Right.
shit like
It was
that.
just a certain model. It was you had the Alpine, and then you had the Alpine GT. The Alpine had just the regular 4-cylinder motor in
Didn't
it.
the Ford Pantera come with the 427 in it?
I
Or
don't
was
remember.
that the 350 GT motor?
I don't remember.
Because I want to say that was, what's this guy, Roush, that built it?
Oh, Roush Racing or whatever. Yeah,
I think he was the one that did the Pantera. I know it was a badass fucking little car.
Yeah, he may.
I always wanted one. Always wanted one. That and a DeLorean.
But yeah, I ran into a guy with one of those. He wanted to. He was like, "Yeah, I'll race you." I was like, "All right, I guess." We were on the back road, whatever.
Smoked him.
Before I even hit second gear, because I did that trick with that.
Uh-huh.
And that was one of the cars.
Stayed on that fucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the rear end gears we had in there, you could not spin the tires unless you were in wet grass.
Yeah.
Back tires were not spin.
It had a lockup unit in it.
You hit the gas, and you just went.
Yeah. Yep. I remember those days.
And by the time I let it chirp second gear, he was so far back behind me.
Probably because it still had quite a bit of highway gear in it.
Yeah.
But them highway gears, man, you get it going.
Yeah.
I wanted to take the highway gears out of the rear end of my 66 Ford Galaxy 500 with the 429 Cobra Jet. And I think there was like 396s or 2-somethings, you know what I mean? Real modest highway gears. Dude, I wanted to put fucking 411s in that bitch. Could you imagine?
My El Camino had 456 gears in it.
Really? I know somebody who had 513s.
So you could just barely touch the gas.
Yes.
And spin tires. I
That was it.
sat at the stoplight in the snow, and the car's going brum, 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 and it's turning sideways every time it did
the
that.
tires
little,
are
that little
spinning.
grunt because the back tires are just
it's so
spinning
massively
just that little
geared.
bit every time. Yeah.
My next door neighbor Neil, he put 513s in the rear end, and you couldn't drive the car. I mean, you'd be in fourth gear going down the road at 30 miles an hour at 9,000 RPMs. You know what I'm saying? So finally, he puts a stall speed converter in it to where once it hit 3,500 RPMs, the car kicked in. Well, at that point, he used it for the track only. So, he would bring it up 3,500 RPMs. That son of a bitch would kick in. Front wheels come off the ground down the end of the quarter mile before he even knew what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? He was putting on the brakes going, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I was in that car once when he let it go and just ripped it coming out of the 7-Eleven parking lot. I've never been scared before in my life in a car except for that day. Scared the shit out of me. That car come out of the parking lot was doing this on the road until he got it. That squiggly.
Right, yeah.
Oh, my God. I got one finger embedded into the fucking roll cage. The other fingers are embedded into the battery box. Yeah, because he took the front seat out. I was sitting in the back. Whew, scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I think that the El Camino I had would do mid-13s in the quarter mile.
Johnny remembers Neil's Camaro. Same color as yours, like a rust. That was a badass car, man. We got to do that to your car, John. Hell yeah. Yep. I would love to have another race car. I got to show you Mikey's Mustang. I've been talking about it, but it's a blown. It's got a supercharger and turbo on it. The car is just mean. I mean, you barely can keep it on the ground. I'll put that up against quite a few cars.
Yeah. Well, that El Camino, the very first time I took it out on the street to drive it, my dad and I built it. So
yeah,
he's in the passenger seat.
Hold
I'm in
on.
the driver's seat, and he's like, we got it out on the street. And he's like, okay, nail it. So I did, and I'm going, back into the seat.
And it's taking your foot off to the gas pedal?
Yeah, and he reaches over and he just jams down on my leg.
Oh, shit.
And it's like,
Dad, let go. Dad, let
so
go.
now
Fast
it's
enough.
like-
Going too fast.
oh, no.
Terminal
I
velocity.
wasn't worried about the too fast. It was just he held my foot down.
Dad, we need the brakes. We need
Yeah.
the brakes. Dad,
Yeah.
car. Yeah. That
So
sounds like
it's
something
like-
my mother would do.
And after that, I never had a problem hitting the gas after that.
I bet you after that you thought twice about having your old man in the front seat next to
No,
you, didn't
because
you?
it was I would hold on to the steering wheel and twist myself
Yeah.
and push down on the gas so I knew I was holding it down.
Dad, keep your hands to yourself. Oh, shit.
But,
Warming Earth on pace for hottest year on record. Oh, boy.
Warming what? Warming air?
It says warming Earth on pace for hottest year ever. I don't know if it's next year or what.
Probably because this summer's already over.
Yeah.
At least on this side of the world.
Is now a pace to tie the hottest year on record or most likely break it. So Earth is on pace to break because global heat records kept falling in 2014. The latest example, National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration, damn, that's a fucking mouthful, announced Monday that last month the globe averaged 60.3 degrees Fahrenheit. That was the hottest September in 135 years of keeping record. Wow. We had the hottest September on record.
So how long have we actually been keeping records? Only 135 years?
135 years is how long we've been keeping records of the weather. Yeah. Or the heat, I should say. I don't know if it's...
Certain things, I guess. I mean, because...
It doesn't specifically say, all the weather, but as far as like the heat, the temperature, and stuff like that. So I would imagine the weather. 135 years, man. That dude must be tired. Talk about writer's cramp.
Because, I mean, I don't think that they had, way back in Egyptian times, whatever. They didn't have the, thermostat.
No, you didn't have Bay News 9 where you can just flip on the Weather Channel and say, hey, is it going to be hot out? You opened up you didn't even have windows. You just looked out of your clay hut.
When they had the first thermometer.
I don't know.
When they were able to tell temperature for the first time.
I don't know. Let's Google that.
Oh, I guess we could. These days we can just
Google anything. You could be a genius with Google. All right, so we're going to put in when was the first thermometer invented in 1724. Nope, sorry. Santero was the first to apply a numeric scale to his thermoscope, which later evolved into the thermometer. The German scientist, the German physicist. Thank you very much.
And I'm not even looking at the word.
No, you're not. Who invented the alcohol thermometer? I love that word, thermometer. I like calling it thermometer.
Okay.
In 1709. So originally, it was invented with alcohol, the first alcohol thermometer in 1709, and the mercury thermometer in 1714. Then in 1724, he introduced the temperature scale that bears his name. So pretty much it came to our existence
in the 1700s.
In the early 1700s. We didn't use it as an everyday tool or things like that until about 1724. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was wondering when they first started taking records of.
That's pretty cool.
When they were able to tell what the temperature was.
Right. Little history lesson there this morning, folks.
Yeah.
All right, so we're about 20 minutes away from our guest calling in. And again, it's
spit it out there, man.
I'm sorry, I lost my composure. About 20 minutes, we got a special guest speaker, Steve Williams. He's a sex coach and dating expert. So we'll see what he has to say.
The relationship guy.
Yeah. Tony's all ready for this one.
Just
He's
wanting
like,
to hear
dude,
what
I
he
am
has
a
to
ladies'
say,
man.
that's all.
I want to know.
You
what
have
this
to have a
guy said.
couple of drinks.
Yeah. Tony's
easy on me, man. I ain't even had all my first cup of coffee.
Yeah. Right. Enough said. What's the guy's name? Casablanca? Not Casablanca. Oh, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Casanova. Tony drinks a couple drinks. He turns into Casanova. I don't know yet. I've yet to see him have a couple drinks, but well, no, I've seen you have.
That wasn't the one I was looking for. But
Casanova works.
Yeah, I know.
Maria was the one that said it, so
yeah,
you know,
it's
must
more,
be true.
It's more Don Juan DeMarco.
Don Juan DeMarco. Oh, have you seen the look Maria looked up like, oh boy. The Don Juan of Spring Hill is right here in the studio. Yeah. You want sex tips? You call. We tell you.
Don Juan on this.
We got Don Juan all over the place here. Careful, you get hit in the face with that thing.
Easy now. I'm trying to take a drink of my coffee.
Me too. Here, you go first. I'll talk.
I
Tony's like, no, I'm going to wait.
And don't look towards the left of me when I'm doing it.
Don't look my way either. There's too much shit over here.
Oh, now I got these little shields on top of here.
Guitar picks. He's going to aim right at him. Didn't get you.
The screen, baby. But
yeah, right? Holy shit. You didn't see the guest on events?
Yeah, I don't think she's on. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
hey now.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
There she is.
There's Maria.
Stop.
What's the matter, Maria? Is it too
Nothing.
early for you?
Yeah.
Come on
But
now.
yeah, I was looking at events and I didn't see the caller that is calling in today, so it's
You
not posted
didn't.
up there. I did
It
not.
is. It is.
No.
It is. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
I'm
I'm looking at it. All right, so
Okay.
if you scroll down to about 45 minutes ago,
Okay.
I put it on there. It's up there. I'll reshare it.
It's fine.
I'll actually pin it to the top of the page for you, so there's no excuses. Refresh Talk Shit, and you'll see it.
Okay.
It is pinned.
Gotcha.
You got it?
Okay.
You get it?
I need to
Got
get
it.
refreshed, I
Good.
guess. Yes.
What else we got going on in the news here?
In the news?
Yeah.
We got the same old weather. I know.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's the same old weather.
Groins to be replaced on Bradenton Beach. Huh. Unless there's something other that we use the word groin for. Oh.
On what
there
beach?
is. There is. On Bradenton Beach. So a groin, okay, is not your mid parts. It is those big wave breakers and shit that you see. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
If you go on Bay News now,
Oh, okay.
you see it now?
Yeah.
I had no idea what a groin is. In a few weeks, 3 large pier-like structures will be replaced. The groins, located on Bradenton Beach, are not in good shape. They've been there for decades and have deteriorated. So obviously it has something to do with waves, erosion, or something like that. I don't know if it's an old dock. You know what I mean? But they're all concrete. There's no wood over it. There's really no way to walk. You know what I mean? I don't see that they're for anything other than like erosion or something.
That's what they're for.
It is, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Like,
thought so.
You know, your groin.
My groin is there for erosion?
It's like muscles. Or
I was
whatever.
going to
See,
say, my
that's-
groin is eroding away
That's
as
why
I
they
get
yeah,
older.
that's-
Yes, but
yeah, that's probably why they called it that.
a groin, yeah. All right, so
I
Anna
guess.
Maria Island, more work is being done to improve Manatee County's well-loved beaches. In a few weeks, the 3 large pier-like structures will be replaced. The groins located on Bradenton Beach are not in good shape, and they've been deteriorating for decades. To help the beachgoers help keep the beachgoers safe, and at the same time protect the beaches, the county has decided to remove them and add new ones. Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen. I mean, I've seen them before. I've seen them my whole life at the water, but I never knew that. I always
That's what
thought they were
were.
just old docks, really.
Oh yeah, no,
An
they're
old
just to
dock
keep
that
stuff
was
from
built, yeah.
deteriorating. Yeah.
Break the waves, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
That's wicked. They look like shit, I gotta tell you. I mean, they're falling apart.
I don't know whose idea it was to put them there, but I guess probably
Army Corps of Engineers.
I was just gonna say the Corps of Engineers that
Yeah,
they have to go to before they can build anything anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything has to pass through them first. They're not, that's part of that. Why the Six Flags didn't go where it went. it's got to go through the Corps of Engineers. It's got to go through water management.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And even if water management says, yeah, go ahead, the Corps of Engineers says, nah.
Right.
Then it's
not. Exactly. Yeah. Because they override.
Yeah. I worked directly with the Corps of Engineers down in New Orleans cleaning up Katrina. They're a bunch of arrogant fucks, man. We had this one guy that was really, really cool.
Yeah, because
really
they're
cool.
like, well, it's going to be done our way, or you guys ain't doing it.
Right. Yes. We'll find there's 30 other people just outside those
they're the
gates
ones that
waiting.
built all the levees that broke.
Yep. How ironic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I remember when I flew around.
But, I guess for the knowledge that the Corps of Engineers had when they built them, compared
it was amazing,
to the knowledge that the Corps of Engineers has
it's almost
now.
like they're like, duh, now. You know what I mean? Like stuck in this mental rut because, I mean, you would think they're
they
the
are,
most...
because now everything's on computer and they don't have to think.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, well, the computer says it'll do it.
Computer says it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The computer doesn't know Mother Nature.
Yeah, well, the computer only knows what...
we tell it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So...
we don't have any artificial intelligence yet that can figure shit out for itself.
Right.
No. When that happens, that's when I get nervous.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? Matos.
And if they do, it's not doing a very good job.
Yeah, enough said, man. Well, I was going to get ready to say, when I went down south, I flew my helicopter, my drone, that is. I have a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle. I flew it around Lake Okeechobee, right at a set of locks. Flew right over the locks. I mean, literally, I could have just hit the down button, and 30 seconds later, you would have heard, ting! I would have hit the fucker. And sure as hell, man, 3 Army Corps engineer guys come flying over. What are you doing? I just grabbed my press pass and said, taking pictures. Any questions? Have a good day. They don't even want to talk to me. Hey, guys, wait a minute. Nope, they didn't. No, weren't stopping, weren't turning around, got in their trucks and hauled ass back over to the big excavator that was working off in the distance. But yeah, I tried to get as close as I can with them. And those videos are up on my YouTube page, by the way. If you go to YouTube and you search Lewis Kennedy, or if you search Flight Above the Clouds by Lewis Kennedy, you'll see that video flying around Lake Okeechobee and the locks and all of that. And the particular flight over the clouds, we had some low-flying clouds one day. They were about 450, 500 feet. And I took the helicopter to 1,200 feet, which was well above the clouds. And it just looked amazing. It looked like I was way, way up in the sky. So it's pretty cool. It says Matos pleads not guilty. State seeks death penalty.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember about this? This is
we were just talking about that.
This is the Hudson guy
The
with
Hudson
the vultures
guy.
and okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Newport Richie, that's right. Yes.
Right, the one that had the kid was missing for days and whatever.
And they
then
found the family in the lot next door murdered. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I remember. We do so much, bro. It's hard to fucking remember. So this is this happened in Newport Richie, Florida. This is that guy that killed his kid's family. State wants to fry his ass. Which, you know what? Good. So it says Adam Matos, in court with his attorney, is accused of killing his ex-girlfriend, her parents, and her new boyfriend, and stacking their bodies on a hill in Hudson. He pleaded not guilty in court Monday. Was this guy an idiot? Did he not think they would find these bodies? I mean, he's just going to stick them in the woods in Hudson?
Yeah, but that's what they all do. They all plead not guilty. I didn't do it.
Wasn't me.
It was.
Found it like that.
It was me, but it wasn't me because I was like,
I was mentally, and I was in mental anguish. And he'll get a fucking way with it. He'll do some insanity
that's because
bullshit.
All the lawyers these days, they can all find the loopholes, and that's what they're paid to do. And
listen, don't get me wrong. I've got a lawyer. He's hired. He works hard for me, and I hope he finds every fucking loophole that we can find. But in a situation like that,
that's.
I'd be a real bad lawyer. I'd be like, yep, he did it. I mean, nope, he didn't do it. Sorry. You know what I mean? I'd be ambushing. Oh, you want to pay me $10,000 to get you? Okay. Go over to the state's attorney. Listen, this guy sucker is fucking guilty. Paid me $10,000. I'll give you $5,000. Let's fry his ass. Oh shit! Now you know why I'm not a cop or a lawyer.
You're not a civil servant.
Exactly right. Be like, hey, honey, you want to get out of this speeding ticket? Speak into the microphone. Oh, man.
I'm sure there's still plenty of them that do that. Though.
Yeah, right here in this county, I'd bet.
And the next one.
And the next one, and the one
the
next
next
to it,
one.
and the one that surrounds it, and the three next to those, and yes, absolutely. Did you guys see the fake post that's going around that says Ebola is in Ocala?
It's fake.
I have
It
not
is
seen it
fake.
myself, no.
Yes, it is fake. I did see it this morning, and I gotta say, it's a little troublesome. A lot of people are getting pissed off. So let's see if I can't pull it up.
It was a fake. I didn't read it.
Clicked on it
I
instantly.
heard something about it last
Clicked
night.
on it
We were
instantly.
looking
I
through
think Silent
stuff
Mish
or whatever.
mentioned it.
All right,
I'm
gonna put it up on our Facebook page. Now I want everybody to know that it is fake. All right, and I'm gonna put that up there that it is fake. I'm gonna put it right on this. Fake. Just putting SHOWING showing our listeners.
So what site posted it?
You know, it's somebody that we've worked with. It's somebody that we're friends with. It's somebody that...
Well, no, I mean, what site posted it? What news site posted it?
It wasn't a news site. It was a person.
Oh, it was just a person.
And it's somebody that we've done things with before for the show. We've gone to some things with the show, and it was attacked. I'll tell you that. A lot of people attacked it. Me, I thought it was, a relief after clicking on it and seeing that it was a hoax. I thought it was a relief.
Oh, yes. Daisy says they removed it, I guess.
It's not removed. I've got it right here. I'm looking at it.
Oh, you're looking at it?
I'm looking at it, yeah. So you try and remove that shit with me and see how far that goes. You can't remove it. Once it's up here, it's up here. So I'm going to put it on the Facebook page. And like I said, I'm putting a little caption. I'm putting fake, just showing our listeners.
Fake.
Okay.
Just so they know, So I don't want to start no
Right.
fucking panics or anything like that. I'm going to put a bunch of asterisks in front of it so everybody can see that fake Ebola. Fake. Ebola good the game. We take them every time. All right, so it is up on a link in your post might be unsafe.
Uh-oh. Don't.
So,
It's
all
a
right.
virus. Don't click it.
Yep, I'm just going to go directly to the site, which is freednews.com, and let's see if it's up there. Freed News. Oh, it's okay. It's a website where you go and you create these gags. So I got to put in this code, and I think it says, I don't know what it says.
It says, don't do it!
NC.
Doesn't say anything. You gotta read it.
OZIC. That's the code it's asking me to put in. What do we got here? Oh, we got a permission slip for a field trip. Link might be unsafe. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So
So don't put no unsafe links on our stuff.
No, I'm not gonna. Well, I mean, it's not. It's not a virus or anything. It's just whatever. I won't put it.
Yeah, it might not be a virus, but it's a place where you can go to get one.
Possibly, yeah. So anyway, it says Ebola confirmed in Ocala, Florida. Patient entered MRMC with Ebola-like symptoms at 11 p.m. on 10/19/2014. Read more here. When you click on it, it takes you to this other website. Okay, not spam. Okay, and then it says, you got owned. And it's got this dude laughing at you. That's the joke.
Okay.
I don't get it.
When you
No,
click
I
on
know.
the link,
I know.
it takes you to the site and says you've got owned. 562,848 people have gotten owned by this joke. Is it a relief to see something like that? Fuck yeah, because Ocala is a little too close to home for me.
For the Ebola?
Yeah. Is it tacky as a motherfucker? Yeah. Here's one of the comments. We got Angie, my youngest daughter, on the microphone as well this morning. She's coming in for a little while. One of the comments is, it's not very funny to put that shit up on here when it clearly says it's a prank when you click on the link. Well, if it clearly says it's a prank, then why isn't it funny? People are saying it's not good. They don't agree. I mean, just a lot of people are not happy with
Ebola's a very touchy subject right now. So,
yes.
We don't want to touch it.
No, you don't want to touch Ebola right now, so it's very anti-touchy.
Yeah. And I did read a couple places that there was one of those doctors that had been working on it from the beginning that says that it is possible that it is airborne.
Yeah, you were saying that yesterday.
Yeah.
That's scary right there.
We'll see, and that's why that all of their suits and protection and whatever protocols that they were using at the hospital weren't working because they only figured it traveled by, touch.
Gotcha.
Through.
Oh yeah, that's right. So they're figuring it's conjugal, because conjugal means by touch and shit like that.
And this other
when
doctor
it's
said
airborne,
it is very possible. It is very possible that it could be airborne.
That's crazy.
Well, it was airborne, the stewardess.
She was airborne, that's
Yeah.
for sure. So I'm reading this permission slip, and it starts off. It says, "My child has read and will obey all FCMS rules and dance rules." Did you read that?
No.
What is it?
It's a stupid dance permission.
So, has it ever been handed out to you?
Yeah, it's always been.
It has, but
Do
you
my-
never read it?
No. To my 6th, 7th, and 8th, I never read that thing.
Well, you know proper dance etiquette. I mean, you know what you can and can't do when you go to the dance.
Yeah, but I can do it at Locomo. What happens is...
Oh, that's right. You guys are going to Locomo.
Yeah, Thursday I'm going to Locomo for my field trip.
And this is why?
Because...
This is a reward, right?
Yeah, it's a reward because I got a higher score on my FCAT than I did last year.
Very good.
Yay.
Yep. So, congratulations.
Very nicely done. Golf clap.
What was that?
Golf clap.
Why is that a golf clap?
That's
Because you got to be quiet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it sounds like once she's not in here, but let me sign this permission slip.
Yeah,
Or you got this one. We won't even go what that is. Written name of parent or guardian. I changed my name to Johannes Josephets.
Yeah.
See how you like that one.
All right.
No, actually, he did it last year and I got in.
I did.
Because,
I've done it before.
Oh, it's signed.
Really?
It's a
yeah.
signed. They're just for the
How many times have I signed
They don't even
Dobie,
check those
Harley?
things.
Jackass.
I've signed my dog's name to somebody's permission slip sometimes. Little cat paw imprint. Send her off to school with, as long as it got some ink on it. Oh, yep. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but now my whole school knows my whole pants, my name, my everything.
Oh, yeah. Now she can't get away with shit now.
Yeah.
The radio show, and everybody knows. Yeah,
Oh,
ain't getting
it's
away with
those
nothing.
people.
Oh, it's those people. The talk poopy people.
I want Daddy. I want to kill Mr. Espinoza. Okay, well, I don't like Mr. Espinoza.
Why don't you like Mr. Espinoza? And I'll explain to you why you can't say things like that
I know.
after we get off air.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Killing me.
Well, for one thing, you
Can't say
should
bomb
never
in a
say
plane.
that, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah. It's a
Right.
bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's up my butt 24/7.
I might have to have another talk with him again, except this time I will bring the cameras. All right, so we got about 2 minutes, or less than a minute, till our guest calls in. I hope they haven't been trying to call in, because the phone systems, I've been waiting for it to come up for 10 minutes now. It's just not.
It's not working.
It's not working at
Oh,
all.
no.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah. We might have to get a hold of him last minute and have him call the alternative system. Oh, nope, here it comes. Coming up now.
Oh.
So let's see. All right, let me sign this permission slip. What
All
should
right,
I sign
you
it? What do you
sign
think?
it.
I already wrote my name as Lewis Kennedy, so I got to sign my.
Yeah.
Wait, I get in for free, right?
I have no idea. I didn't
Look
even-
at the top.
I didn't read the thing.
Do you
Okay.
get a copy?
She don't read it. You don't read
I don't read it.
Just
I
sign
just sign.
it.
That's all. What
Just
is-
sign
okay.
it.
It
Sign
says
your life
free-
away. Yeah.
Listen, any piece
You
of
know what?
paper she
I
gives me to
always-
sign can't be too bad.
I
All right?
always read them.
I did too.
Yeah.
My
No, you
mother
didn't.
always taught me read everything before you sign it. My mother taught me that, and that would piss so many people off, like especially at the sheriff's department or like down at the jail when they explain it to you.
Yeah.
And then they say, "Here, sign here," and I grab it and I go, and it's like 6 pages long.
Yeah.
It just says, and I'll look at them and I'll go, "Excuse me, I'll read it before I sign it. I do this with everything. You want to be here longer? Run your mouth." And then I'll turn back around and I'll read it, and you could just feel their eyes just.
It says emission-free and permission slip signed by a parent or guardian. So that means I get in free, right?
That means you get in free, correct? Yes.
Okay, and I just need this stupid piece of paper.
Yeah.
So.
Well, old wise man made it another day. He just popped into the chat and said, "Hello, good morning." And so that's a beautiful thing. He made it through the night.
Old wise man. Yep,
made it through the night. I know the video he shared yesterday had me a little nervous. Don't share shit like that, okay? You scare people, man. He did not sound good. You could hear he was struggling as he was trying to breathe and talk at the same time. And yeah, it was. I was like, oh boy. I guess I was a little slow on getting him moved.
So, Dad, you're gonna hate me this week.
Why am I gonna hate you this week? All of the shit that I gotta come pick you up for?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Because Thursday, you have to come pick me up at Locomom, then drive me all the way back to school so I have practice.
Oh boy.
Friday, I have my dance, and you have to come pick me up no later than 6:30.
Okay.
And
that's not bad.
It's the same for Thursday, too. You have to pick me up at 6:30. Today, you have to pick me up at 6:30, and tomorrow you have to pick me up at 6:30.
Really?
Yep, he changed practice till 6:30.
Why is that?
Because our game's Monday, and this is our last week. We have another 4-day weekend of practice.
All right, so I have no internet on this computer whatsoever right now.
Oh, no. On that one,
where the phone
one?
system is hooked up, it is absolutely nothing.
Why can't you call on your phone and you talk to him?
It doesn't work that way. Absolutely nothing. Let's see what we're going on. Major difficulty going on here today, folks.
Yeah, because aren't they on the same system as this one?
They're all on the same system.
Well, let me see if this one will go to something different than what's
every
already
page.
up, so.
Every page that I have open is telling me, "Oh, nope, website is not available. Website is not available. Website is not available."
Mine all work. So.
See, you click that link.
Yep, you went to that link.
You're owned! I did it twice already, so it didn't do nothing. I got so much virus protection on this, I ain't worried about. I'll install a virus and sit back and watch it get eaten up.
He really would.
Yes.
He'd done that like 5 times.
Yeah.
Just one day I would come
I'll isolate known viruses and then go, watch this, guys. Watch it, send it, let it do its thing. Watch my virus program come up and go, I got you son of a bitch. So, this is just lovely. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to restart this computer and see what happens.
Okay.
Because what that'll do is activate
the virus deal.
The virus protection, right. So, all right, so that system's down. I don't see anything right now. What's going on? The audio keeps dropping entirely on my end.
Get your finger off that button.
I don't know why.
That's a different computer, though.
Completely different computer. My numbers are broadcasting across on this one like a son of a bitch. We've got a beautiful net ping, got a nice net uplink, no high memory usage, no zero CPU usage. It's not even dampering.
Yeah. We don't have the full studio full of computer users this morning either on our system.
True.
So we don't have that hard strain on our end until we get that new server. Set up. Yeah,
I got to get that set up as soon as possible too. I'm feeling lost right now. I have no information in front of me. Nothing.
Yeah, we'll set it up right there in the corner.
Okay,
Here.
I'm going to call Chrissy
Yeah.
and see if what time she's
Why?
coming. Because Tori might come with her.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't care. She should be here. She should have been here, actually. And do me a favor, don't do that. Just leave it. Yeah. Whatever, I don't care. She'll be here when she gets here. You got to go get ready for school, though, kiddo. Yeah. So we were supposed to have our caller call in 5 minutes ago, but obviously because of system difficulties,
it's not working.
No, and she's down right now, and I'm looking at CMOS.
Nice. Now what do you want to do?
Got to wait for it.
You just got to wait for it to come up.
Yeah. This one's slow restarting. It always has been since I got it. Like if you start it up, it starts up real quick. But if you restart it, for some reason, it's always been slow.
Oh, see, now I told mine was slow starting. But if you restart it, well, you have to wait for it to completely start. But if you restart it, it's like maybe 2 minutes faster than 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. It's better.
On the restart.
So,
and I have one hard drive because I have an extra hard drive in there. I have one hard drive that
zip strap.
You have to restart the computer in order to see that hard drive. You won't show up the first time. Well, you restart the computer and it shows up.
I think you can fix that by proportioning your hard drive. I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure if that hard drive's always been like this, been like that for a long time.
I think that's an easy fix. Yeah. All right, so let's see what's going on here with this thing. I'll just run malware bytes as well. No viruses detected.
Okay.
That's a good thing. All right, so let's bring this monitor back up and see if we got internet again.
Yeah.
I know I do. Like I said, we're broadcasting.
Yeah. So you got internet, but that's a different computer.
Yeah, and I haven't lost the signal.
And we have internet. Is yours working?
Yeah, it's a little slow. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Mine seems to be working at the right speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
this thing is awful slow right now. So I'm wondering why.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So the internet's coming up, but I don't know what it's doing. It's running awful slow, so I might be down and out for the count here. Which is bad because we got to get our caller to call in. Now I'm back up. She's back up. Okay. Back up with a vengeance, too. It's moving fucking fast right now. All right, so let me get a phone system up. Maybe we can get this guy an email. Maria, do you have his email address by any chance? Or is that Chrissy?
That was Chrissy, yeah.
Yeah, so she set that up. So.
Did she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. Go figure. Just as we need the phone system, it goes down, right?
Right. Well, she's listening. She'll hear it.
Yeah.
She should be.
It's coming back up now, so, I mean, if Stephen, if you're listening, just give me about 5 seconds here and try again. I'm sure I'm
maybe
going to get a
35
voicemail.
seconds.
Maybe 35
seconds. Just to get it all lined up.
I'm sure we're going to have a phone call, and yes, you are going to hear some white noise right now. That's the system.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
You're right. I think I found where the other noise is coming from.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because it was something else you did this morning. I just figured it out, I think.
Gotcha. All right, so phone system's coming up, and let's see what we got.
I don't see the lights flashing from over here.
Bingo. Phone system's up.
So
352-556-1321 is the number. Stephen, if you are listening, go ahead and give us a call. And he was supposed to call us at 8, right?
Yep.
Okay. I've got no voice messages
I see it
from
happening now.
Yeah, I've got no voice messages from him, so that means he hasn't tried to, or, well, he could have tried to call, but he hasn't left a message. Mm-hmm. Judge orders King City police officer Bobby Carrillo to stay away from the fight victim. Stay on meds. King Police Department, Bobby Carrillo, has had a rough few months, according to his defense attorney. Well.
Who was that?
This is Bobby Carrillo. I'll click on the link. It says,
I'm not really sure who.
King City police officer Bobby Carrillo has had a rough few months, according to his defense attorney, Susan Chapman. Even before a spate of arrests in late February, which left the King City Police Department closed for a day. After about a third of KCPD officers, including Carrillo, were booked on various charges. Carrillo was taking anti-anxiety and depression meds starting in January. He is currently on disability base on disability based on the stress. Okay, so he's on disability based on the stress and undergoing treatment since last year. Wow, the whole fucking police force was locked up. I see that happen in Hernando County here soon. Bunch of crooked pricks that they are. There's maybe, I would say, a handful of cops that I would trust.
Yeah, there's some that are
But
there
maybe
to do their
two.
job because that's what they,
That's it. That's all they want to do.
But then there's some that are in there, because I just want to be tough.
Right, because I was bullied when I was a kid,
so
so now it's my turn to get vengeance. Yeah, fucking. And that's the
But
mentality.
you're going to find that in every group, too.
Yeah.
So
that's the mentality, unfortunately.
it's just bad when you get most of the group like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm sure in some small towns and counties you'll find the whole force like that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look at, what is that, Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way from
the Dukes of Hazzard
Boss Hog.
mentality.
Yeah, exactly. All the way from the sheriff all the way up or down, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to get some music on, being that we do not have a caller in right now,
and see what's going on with this. It'll give you a chance to look at it.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and play our catch-all as usual. The old Pink Floyd.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Pink Floyd.
No, not at all. Plus, it's 25 minutes long, and it gives me plenty of time to do what we got to do.
There you go.
That's how I picked that song. I was looking one day going, I need a song for the break, but I need something that's got time to it. And I looked at all these songs. I saw Pink Floyd, 25 minutes, 47 seconds. I'm like, that's a whole fucking break right there. That's one song? Done.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to throw on some Pink Floyd here. We're going to take a break here at Talk Shit Radio, Kennedy Studios. Going to check out the old phone system and see what the hell's going on. And we'll be back very, very shortly, so stay tuned.
You Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich? Working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare? Having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.
No college degree and mid-career? Make the choice that can make a difference this year with an ITT Technical Institute near you. At ITT Tech, we offer programs of study in fields including information technology, electronics technology, drafting and design, business, criminal justice, nursing, and the growing field of health sciences. And now, ITT Tech is helping reduce the cost of education with a new ITT Tech Opportunity Scholarship. The scholarship can help lower your education costs dramatically. We've always believed pursuing an education is a sound investment. And now, with the ITT Tech Scholarship, education could be in your future. To find out more about the Opportunity Scholarship at ITT Tech for yourself, just call 800-771-0443. That's 800-771-0443. With the ITT Tech Opportunity Scholarship. Now, it's your turn. 800-771-0443. How are we doing? For more information about graduation rates, the median data of students who completed the program, please visit programinfo.itt-tech.edu.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
Hey, welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone.
Are we back?
We are back.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know that we've ever left.
Yeah.
But we are back.
Okay.
So, no phone calls.
No phone calls from that dude.
No phone calls.
Nothing.
See, relationship guy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If you can't even manage your
how to end a relationship, don't call back.
Right. Exactly. Is that what it is? You know.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You never even call.
Schedule an appointment with. Yeah. Right. You never even call me. So.
How to break a girl's heart.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Thanks a lot, dickhead.
He didn't even text us. Whatever.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. He can.
That's all right. We'll tell him we're going to be on his show in a couple.
Oh,
days.
you know what we should do is. Yeah, okay. I here we go.
Okay.
Lou's got an idea.
I've got an idea. It's one of those ideas, not an idea.
I think I feel it.
Oh, you feel it, all right.
I think I know what it might be. I ain't saying it.
Okay.
Yeah. You are correct, Tony. As soon as I can find it. I can find mine. I don't see it either. Are you sure you got a dick?
What?
Old Eddie Murphy skit.
Okay.
All right. So, now whether he called or not, while the system was down,
right,
it would show
me.
We
can't say right.
No, it would show me.
Oh.
It still reads the caller ID,
okay.
and to not leave a voicemail to say, "Hey, dickhead, tried to call. Thanks for having your phone system on."
Right.
Right.
So
there you go.
Yes. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to return the favor of leaving a message anyway, because I don't know if his show is. I think he's Starts at 7 p.m. But there is a phone number.
Yeah.
So, what do you say we give it a call?
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Call 'em up.
All right. Let's see what we got. Normally, I would block that noise because certain people can identify those tones.
Oh.
But I don't care if anybody knows that his number is 347-838-8420.
Hey, he's a relationship guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Call him up.
Blog Talk Radio.
Love Talk Radio.
Your show is scheduled to start in 10 hours, 17 minutes.
Please call back within 15 minutes of scheduled showtime.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Oh.
Oh, he's got one of those phones.
Blog Talk Radio. It's a free British program that you would use, just like what we have for the phone system. Yes. Well, by Joe.
So you can't even leave a message.
You can't even leave the bloke a message. All right, so I'd like to thank our special guest, Steve Williams, Mr. Non-Caller, Mr. No Relationship, Mr. Love Talk Radio, for at least, calling us back or whatever, saying, you know what, fuck you guys, I'm not going to be on the show, or leave a message, say, hey, tried to call, your phone system sucks, or something. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you
I won't
never
call him a
know.
douchebag.
You never know.
Yeah.
He could have been in a horrible accident. And
On the way to the phone, right?
I know, right? And then you'll feel bad. So.
No, I won't. I'll be honest with you. I won't at all. There's a thing about guilt I just never understood. I left it long ago. Just put it down and walked away from it. People don't understand that. You see, guilt, remorse. Your life goes so much easier if you treat it like a bag of bricks that's hanging on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it down and walk away. And everything feels good. It's so nice. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll delete that post. Get it unpinned from the top.
All right, I guess we're not going to that.
No, I'm even going to shut the phone system off. So now if he wants to call in, fuck him. We don't want to hear
Oh,
from him.
that's not fair.
Dude, it's 44 minutes after the time he was scheduled to call.
Yeah, it's a no-call, no-show.
Yeah.
Phone system's disconnected. You can call all you want. Now you just
Yeah, but somebody else could have called in.
No, we don't want nobody else to call in right now.
No.
No. Do we?
No.
No? Maybe?
No.
No?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's funny that you son of a bitch. Make up my goddamn mind for me, will you? Sounds like Brooksville Bob with his balls in a sling. Oh my God, this hurts so bad. Oh, wise man. Thanks a lot. He's like, I was gonna call you too. Oh,
See, that's what I mean.
playing on a man's emotions over here.
Anybody could call in. We like when our listeners call.
No,
in.
you're right.
That's right.
Phone system's coming back up. I'm sure the system is like, what are you fucking doing? On, off, on, off. What do you want me to do here?
Restart.
Right? What the fuck? Wait till I'm going to fix your ass. If computers could smack you, mine would have kicked the shit out of me by now. That's for sure. I can't tell you how many times I'll open up a
probably would
window.
have wrapped its mouse cord around you,
Around my neck
you
and
by now if you didn't use a wireless one.
Yeah, enough said, right? No, I don't use a wireless one. Yeah, I disconnected it. Too much. I use a wireless keyboard. That's it. That's all I'm wireless on. I should use a wireless keyboard on both of them, but whatever. Enough about the system here. So let's check out. All right. I'm still on Bay News 9. Still reading that local headline thing.
Yeah.
And we're down to USF rescinds invites to African journalists. Rescinds. RESCINDS.
Yeah.
Rescinds. Am I saying that right?
I believe so, yeah.
And what the hell does it mean?
It means that they said, sorry, but we don't want you to come now.
Oh.
We're
oopsie.
We're taking back our...
Yeah, we're good. We're
taking back our invitation. That's what
Okay.
rescinding means.
Rescind. Huh. Okay. So basically they're saying to the African journalists...
It's like a resignation of their invitation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Instead of an RSVP, it's a rescind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so they don't want these journalists to come from Africa because nobody wants Ebola.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And that's the headline. It says Ebola.
Yeah.
Very good with the game.
So pretty much since they're not banning travel, they're saying don't bother to come.
Yeah, no thanks, but
yeah. So some
no
people
thanks.
are like taking it upon themselves to say, no, don't travel here.
Yeah. So here's one, and this is coming out of Marion County. Do you remember the pilot, Theodore Ted is for short, Weiss, flew from Zephyr Hills to Marion County Airport in Dunellen on Saturday, April 5th. He was scheduled to fly back to Pasco County that afternoon, but never made it to his destination. The photo was by the Civil Air Patrol. It's provided on Bay News 9, and I'll go ahead and I'll get this story up there. It looks like they found the plane. So as soon as I get this posted, I'll read into a little.
Okay. What county was that in?
Okay, hold on. It was Marion County. A plane that went missing in April after departing from Dunellen Airport in Marion County has been found. The Marion County Sheriff's Office said a man walking through the woods Sunday night found the plane and skeletal remains at the Prudit, something like that. One of these trails that we have in the woods, in Halpata Tassanaki Preserve. All right, and you'll have to forgive me, folks. It's all Indian names, so they are not easy to pronounce.
Yeah,
and it's
Pislachascody.
Yeah, exactly. Pislachascody. Yeah, right. Okay. Piss on the cat and choke his little ass. 15430 Southwest County Road 484, and that is in Marion County. Investigators confirmed they have located Theodore Weiss, white experimental type 2-seat low wing aircraft with a green stripe and tail wing number N229P. The Florida wing of the Civil Air Patrol said Weiss flew from Zephyr Hills to Marion County Airport in Dunellen on the morning of Saturday, April 5th. He departed that afternoon for the return trip to Pasco, but never arrived. Weiss was reported missing 2 days later. Sheriff's officials said they are working to identify the remains found. Wow. That sucks. Imagine being the dude walking through the woods finding that shit. That's a little disturbing. Not that it's, scary or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's not,
Yeah, but usually if you find a, crash plane in the woods while you're just walking in the woods, that'd be, pretty cool. But
well, yeah, cool, definitely. But finding the skeletal remains is like, oh, cool. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Especially if it's still juicy. I mean, if it's picked clean. And,
well,
April,
I don't know how, April.
May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 6 months between decomposition and the animals that are out there. I bet you that fucker was pretty damn clean. Flies, maggots. Yeah.
Yes.
Nope. Yuck. Just think of the stench. Just 4 months earlier. You smell that motherfucker from, wow. I want to know how they didn't see it. No aerial searches or anything like that in the flight plan?
Well, that time of the year, if it's in the woods, the foliage is pretty full.
Yeah, but still, I mean...
we're in October now, so some of the, here we don't get to change the leaf colors, but we do get, everything just drops
very
off.
Minor bit of it. Certain trees, but it's not like
all the oak trees lose all their leaves for a couple
it's not like it is up north. That's one thing I've noticed.
I know. I missed that.
Yeah, it's very different. Here,
my buddy
Brett, goes from one season right to the other.
Yeah.
You don't hardly even notice.
No, you don't.
Except for all the leaves.
Except for a cold front that comes through. Oh, it's winter now. My buddy Brett lives up in PA, and he's constantly putting pictures on the internet of all of the scenery, and especially now. That's what he does, he's a photographer. But especially now with the way seasons are changing and everything, oh my God, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, it's pretty gorgeous up there right now. Romancing the Stone, plane was found full of good whiskey and ganja. Oh, shit. Yeah, so that sucks. And like I said, missing from April. Yikes. That puppy was sitting there a while. Let's see. Consumer-wise, credit safety concerns. Yeah, your credit's always in jeopardy. You got a million
little Japanese people hacking your shit. All right, so Matos pleads not guilty. State seeks death penalty. We did that already. And Safety Harbor vote on tree removal. Whatever, I ain't even going to talk about that.
Okay.
That's good.
I got 5 things to know in Florida for October 21st.
Let's hear it.
You ready?
I am ready. Go for it.
All right. Now, this is to know in Florida for October 21st. 2 Peruvians were convicted in U.S. telephone fraud case. Okay. That's for Florida. You got to know that in Florida.
Yep.
Except for today.
Yep, that's for today.
For today, yeah.
A teen,
that's
13, pulled over in stolen front-end loader.
Nice.
Yeah, he decided to run away.
And stole a front-end loader to do it.
Stole a front-end loader and drove down the interstate with it.
I would say you'd want to be a little more
with the idea of
inconspicuous
going to Fort Lauderdale.
on a front-end loader.
From North Florida to, Fort
on a front loader.
13.
Down the highway.
Down the highway. The interstate.
Did he think it was going to have enough fuel?
Let's see.
They think nobody was going to notice a kid driving a front end loader? I mean, listen, kids, if you want to run away and you're going to steal something to get away in, don't make it a big, giant, yellow fucking construction piece of equipment.
Right.
You're bound to get noticed.
Yeah.
He made it about 3 miles down the busy I-75 before Florida Highway Patrol troopers stopped him.
You think?
Jesus Christ.
3 miles.
That's actually pretty.
Yep. He
far.
was headed
good.
from North Florida to Marion County.
Jesus.
Marion County.
That's funny. What's
We
fucked
were
up
just
is the
talking
things only
about
do
Marion.
like
You were
30
just talking
miles an
about
hour.
Marion County. So.
It only does maybe 30 miles an hour if it's a decent loader and it's got the high gear on it. So, I mean, everybody else is doing 90.
He just stole it from a nearby construction site.
Holy shit, you were better off going to the fucking coast than going down A1A, buddy.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Former state GOP chair lawmaker Slade dead at 78.
I don't know who that is.
Dun, dun,
Led the Republican
dun.
Party of Florida as Jeb Bush rose to power.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
And number 4.
Autopsies show that father and kids died from shots.
Really? Flu
Let's
shots?
see, what kind of shots? Gunshot wounds fired by
GSWs. Oh, Daddy popping the GSWs. Is that the house that burned down?
That was David Money and his 14-year-old daughter, Savannah Money, last Friday.
What?
Following an argument with his wife, the shootings took place in their home in an upper-middle-class neighborhood south of Daytona Beach.
And he shot the mother and the daughter.
Let's see.
What a douche.
9mm. His 11-year-old son, his 14-year-old daughter, and I guess himself.
Wow. Something had to be really wrong to fucking kill your wife and your 2 kids. Oh, my God. You know what sucks? Is he died. Too bad he didn't live. Let him live with that guilt and a freaking massive injury to where he has to piss in a bag and shit in a bag for the rest of his life or some crazy shit like that.
Says that all 3
Let him
deaths
suffer.
were the result of shots fired from an
Unreal. All right, so in other news.
And there's one more thing, right, that we need to know, like,
Yep.
today. Why is it irrelevant that we need to know
Why?
today?
What is the big
why
relevancy
is it?
about
What's-
today?
Yeah. Well, the autopsy results released Monday. So they were released yesterday, so I guess we needed to know that today.
Gotcha.
Oh,
okay.
And man guilty in fatal robbery.
Really? Where was this?
Lee County jury found 26-year-old Michael Anzolda Perez guilty Thursday of second-degree murder with a firearm. His sentencing is scheduled for November 3rd. Was arrested in October 2012 after fatally shooting a 29-year-old Angel Espinoza. So Perez has been in jail since the night of the killing. But the Angel Espinoza, that sounds familiar, but that was 2012, so...
Yeah, not to be confused with Espinoza, the baseball player.
Yeah.
Chrissy just jumped in on the chat and says, "Hey guys, sorry I can't be there." So yeah, she's not making it in today.
She's here in spirit.
She's here in spirit, correct. All right, so this is interesting. All right, and now are you done with the 5 things we need to know?
Yeah, that's the 5
That was the
things
5
supposedly that we need to know that Bay News 9 says we need to know for October 21st.
Oh.
Very interesting. See,
No,
and this is
we need to
again.
know.
This is Bay News 9 again. Okay, and now we're on the Hernando section. All right. So the main headline says,
raises for some Hernando employees withdrawn because of dispute. Unionized employees of Hernando County who thought they were getting a raise will have to wait at least a while for an increase.
All right,
So,
then.
yep, which they don't need a raise. So here we go. Balloon Boy back in the news.
Yep.
5 years later, Balloon Boy now in a band. You know what? This Balloon Boy is like Justin Bieber. I wouldn't give them a second of publicity. No. Now, the stunt that he pulled, if I was to get him in here, I would call him out on it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Put him on the spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Would you ground him and stuff?
I
too?
would punish him and spank him and put him to bed without snacks.
Just go to your room.
Get in there. No dinner for you. No. No, I would definitely call him out on it. Be like, what was with the hoax, dude? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
Welcome to talk shit. You know? But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And now that I've said that, he'll never come in here. This was that one day he was probably listening to the show going, yeah, I'll give it a... No fucking way. What are you, crazy? I ain't going on that show.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Dad? Did you hear what he said?
He's going to call us out. It cracks me up because it was all a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
It was all just to, make himself in the spotlight. Guy always wanted to be a famous superstar, whatever he wanted to be. He was, you know what I mean? And just,
right.
That was his way. Go hide in this room and we're going to send up the balloon and fake it. And, I mean, come on. You didn't know your son was hiding?
Yeah.
Come on. Such a bullshit. At least get your story straight. Anyway.
Right.
And what's funny is it's 5 years already.
My dad told me to go in there.
Yeah, but Daddy said no. I didn't want to do it, but he told me no. And then he told me to lie to you guys. All right, so here's very interesting. Show you how busy our Hernando County's finest. I say that very loosely. Deputies investigating missing campaign signs. Whoa. Like they don't have anything else better to do.
Right. Who's got time for that?
Who gives a shit?
I don't even look at them when they're up there,
Right,
really.
exactly. You know what I mean? There are county ordinances against
whoever.
them, but not when it's a county official
You're
whose sign
getting
it
elected.
is.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. It falls back to the good old boy thing. Well, you're exempt from the law, boy, but they're not.
Yeah.
So more lights installed in Spring Hill neighborhood. So putting lights.
I know there's some pretty dark neighborhoods.
Yes, there is.
And not just in this county, but
in Florida alone.
Yeah.
That's all I got loaded this morning. I don't have the
Lions
dun
and
dun
tigers
dun.
and bears, too,
Oh my!
yeah.
I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. The old cowardly lion. So Cass Circle neighborhood in Spring Hill is now a little bit brighter at night. The neighborhood recently reviewed new street light as a part of a joint effort and as a part of the Withlacoochee River Electric Cooperative, the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, and the Hernando County Board of Commissions. The team is installing a total of 34 new lights on existing poles on Canterbury Street, Meade Drive, Omaha Circle, Malone Avenue, and other nearby streets. That is because, and I'll tell you right now, that area is one of the biggest drug neighborhoods there is in Spring Hill. Behind the old Winn-Dixie and behind, what is that, the dollar store that's right there and Scab-A-Lot, Save-A-Lot. That neighborhood back there?
Yeah.
Don't go back there to live.
Oh.
Yes. That is one of the biggest drug neighborhoods in Spring Hill, is that area back there. May not be right on Canterbury and all that, but that whole
It
area.
depends on what kind of drugs it is. No, I'm just-
Meth, crack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
No,
drugs.
yes.
Wherever there's meth and crack, you'll get some coke, you'll get some pot, but yes, mainly meth, coke, crack, that kind of shit. It is bad over there. So they're putting these street lights up so they can see what's going on a little more. There's only a few, and it is dark over there. And I'm sure there are certain couple residents that live there that are not involved in the shit.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, want to clean up the neighborhood
You
because
can't
there
speak
are
for everybody.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, there are landowners there.
Mhm.
unfortunately, they're slumlord landowners. But what are you going to do?
A wise man says you just improved the property values.
I did, right? Upset. I just boosted property value there.
Yeah.
It is the shittiest of shitty places. It's all duplexes, apartments. It's it doesn't need more lights. It needs to be torn down and rebuilt. Get the duplexes out of there because it's all low-income housing. Anyway, Spring Hill man killed by hit and run on US 19.
That's one of the most deadliest highways in Florida.
Oh, God, especially
it's like
here
every
in
day
Spring
someone's
Hill.
getting hit. There's an accident or someone gets hit by a
So
car.
if somebody's missing a red rear view mirror and it looks like it's off of that red BMW that was found in the junkyard. Yeah, there was a red 2003 BMW 325i convertible. Was also recovered this afternoon at Ben's Auto Salvage, located at 4707 Voorhees Road in Newport Richey. Officials say where it was sold this morning by its owner. So obviously this guy went out, hit somebody, because you could see the damage on the car, and I'm going to put this link up. It's obvious that he hit somebody because you got front left-hand side damage. They got a picture of the mirror that was left on the scene. There's a smash, a body smash on the windshield of the car. So, yeah. I mean, did he sell it? No title, no questions asked. I mean, did they have his information? They got to.
They got to have his information. If he sold it, there had to be a title on the car.
Something. Yeah.
And if not, they can trace it down by the register, by the...
and this douchebag thought he was going to get away with this, too. He's not going to. They're on his ass. So, Holiday, a 49-year-old man who was crossing US 19 early Wednesday, was killed by a hit-and-run driver. The Florida Patrol says around 1:20, Gary Allen Heatman, 49 of Spring Hill, was walking west across US 19 of Mile Stretch Drive. He stepped into the southbound lanes and into the path of a vehicle that struck him. Troopers said Heatman died at the scene. The vehicle involved left the scene. Investigators say they recovered an outside mirror from a red BMW. The red 2003 BMW convertible was also recovered this afternoon at Ben's Auto Salvage at that said location. Officials say where it was sold that morning by its owner. The vehicle will undergo forensic tests to confirm the connection in the fatal crash. Anyone with information is asked to come forward, call Florida Highway Patrol, 813-631-4020. So I'd be interesting to see this guy brought to justice.
Right.
Because hit and runs are all too common here in this state.
It's crazy.
All too common. Tony, you got anything?
Well, I was just thinking at first, I was like, well, he's going to say that, he wasn't the one driving it, whoever the owner of the car is, and he just got rid of it. But then if you're the owner of the car,
you're liable.
And something like this happened to your car, and you didn't
make a
do
report.
it, wouldn't you make a report rather than try to sell it at the junkyard?
I would, yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
So
now
whoever
everyone
owned the
car
car
really was
where
probably
to
driving.
go shop.
Yeah, unless they're like trying to protect their kid or something.
Yeah, well, I mean
whatever, but
that sounds like the case. But I mean, is that what we've become? You smash somebody, kill them on the road, and you just leave them there to die? Is that what it is? Is this the Asian countries, because that's what they do over there?
Yeah,
I'm serious. They do. There's millions and millions of videos on the internet of people getting hit by cars, and just everybody just walking, looking at them, going, huh.
Oh, yeah.
Another
I've
one.
seen one or two of them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of a busy
Another
intersection.
car running over.
Yep.
They don't.
Thousands of people cruising.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Back up and check. Oh, we ran somebody over. Let's go. I'm telling you.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, all right. So, Youth Family Summit set for Friday in Spring Hill. Oh, so Youth Family Summit set for Friday in Spring Hill. Okay. Youth Family Summit for what? That's my question. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so old wise man says we were talking about the drug neighborhood. He's like, now everybody knows where to go shop. Here's something that...
Back up in there.
Yeah, over there. Spring Hill motorcyclist killed in crash, which at least once, twice a week happens here in Hernando County. And that is because we have a bunch of people driving around who can't even see over the fucking steering wheel. And even if they could see over the steering wheel, they can't see to the end of the car to know what's out in front of them. I think we should start a petition here in Florida that says anybody over the age of 60 should have their driver's license test redone every couple months. Just like you have to renew it every couple years. Once you get to a certain age, you should have to be tested. Written, eye, and driving test in order to keep your license. The biggest danger on those roads out here right now in this state is the people that are over 65, 70, the ones that have slowed down. Right. Their reactions aren't what they used to be. Their mindset isn't exactly there. They're a little slower. And you're going down 19. And Tony just said it. One of the most dangerous roads in Florida. How fast is average speed on that road, Tony? Just to throw it out there, number.
Well, it depends on which county you're in.
Let's say Hernando County right here. Right here, as you're coming back from Crystal River, North 19, 70 miles an hour, easy to say?
What the average speed is or what the speed limit is?
The average speed. Not
the average speed,
limit.
I would say about 60.
60, 65, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the speed limit's only 55, right?
On most of it through Hernando County.
Yeah.
So
because
now, as soon as you hit Pasco County, it changes to 45. The speed limit.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Well, at least once you get down past Little Road. Yeah.
Exactly.
From county line down to about Little, it's still.
And
55.
for people that don't know that, they just keep ripping through that area, 50 miles an hour. It's 35, 40. Some
as soon as you come around the corner past Little, 19 is just straight.
Hudson Road. Once you get to Hudson Road, it drops all
straight.
down. Yeah.
And then the speed limit changes to 45.
Yep. I don't think it goes back up to 55. I hear the cranes outside. You hear them?
I can hear them.
Yeah.
I
don't think the speed limit changes back up to 55 until it gets elevated again down in Clearwater.
No, there's a short shot there.
Is there?
By the area of Hudson Beach, Hudson Avenue and all that right there, that first shot.
I'm trying to picture that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Before you get to Hudson Avenue.
Before you get to 52.
Before you get to 52.
Between Hudson Avenue and 52.
Yes. It goes back up to 55 through that area, and then, you're back
and then
down.
drops down to 45.
Through the mall, all of that shit.
All the way until you get to Pinellas. It doesn't change.
Over the bridge. That's right. Tarpon Springs, all the way down through there.
Yep, all the way till you hit Pinellas County, it's 45. And then it shoots right back up to 50. 50, 55.
Hudson Avenue, that's when it changes to 45. Yeah. Yep. Wow. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just my consensus. I think at a certain age, at those speeds.
But I mean, now it's 6 lanes wide. I mean, it used to be.
I know.
I remember when it was a 2-lane road.
2-lane highway. When I first got here, it was 4 lanes. And there was no median.
4.
You know what I'm saying? It was a tiny little 4-lane road. I saw pictures of Model Ts rolling into Weeki-Wachi, into the Mermaid Show.
Yeah.
Ford Model Ts.
Well, that's been around. I
cars still had
that.
wooden wheels. US 19 was a giant dirt road.
Okay. Do you recognize the name John Short at all?
No.
Okay. He was sheriff of Pasco County at one time.
Okay.
Do you remember that old guy you met the other day when you went to that place with me?
Yes.
Okay. He's been in Pasco County for a long time.
Uh-huh.
He remembers when US 19 was nothing but a 2-lane dirt road.
Really?
Okay. And when they first paved it, John Short used to be sheriff of Pasco County, like I said, at one time. Well, when these two guys were youngsters, they used to drag race on US 19 when it was first paved.
No shit.
Yeah, before they were sheriff.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah. That's
back in my day.
Back in my day.
So you met somebody who's been
sheriff
in Pasco that long.
That long. That's wicked. And he was 80+ years old. We were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, when I hit 70, I'm like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
When I hit 80, I'm like, holy shit. Please don't go any further. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to go. And then when I hit 90, I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, juicy.
Yeah.
He's pretty close to 90.
That's wicked.
He's pretty close to 90.
Daisy, eat shit. That was my upper lip. They're talking about farting in the chat room.
Oh.
I just told Daisy, eat shit. That wasn't a fart. That was just my upper lip. Yesterday's dinner. Still sitting there. Actually, it was old wise man who farted, and when you get up to his age, them farts project out. You could say it.
That's what they
you
say.
could admit it. You
Right.
could admit it. The farts don't smell like roses anymore. Yeah, I'm breaking a wise man's ass. They're talking about me saying I'm over here shitting my pants. Got to retaliate a little. All right.
And as far as Citrus County goes, they haven't changed their top story since last Thursday.
Oh, really? What a trip. All right, so back to the original reason.
Well, that's good, kind of, in the way, because
that means there's nothing going on. I was talking about the hit and run motorcycle.
I know,
Well, the
but
motorcycle.
what do you get when you click on the Citrus County?
The same shit.
Yeah, but look at it.
I gotta
So
go
it's
back
good
to
that it's out there.
Click, click,
Citrus
It's a good one.
County. Open link in new window.
Just hit the Citrus County.
Yeah,
See?
there we go. That's my man, Hayden Falk. Hell yeah.
So he's been on there since he was actually on the TV.
Good deal. Good for him.
Last Thursday.
Hell
But,
yeah.
yeah, that it's a good one that it's on there, but you can see how often that Bay News 9 updates their county.
North Carolina man crawling across US 19 in Citrus was killed.
What are you doing crawling across 19? Yeah.
It caught my eye. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
what is that? One of the
On the Citrus News.
Yeah, so it's got to be older than Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was last week.
That's old news, boy. Better move on and get something new.
But it's good to see Hayden up there.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're trying to get him in the studio.
So
I don't know if it's going to be next week or what, but we were talking to Dr. Hiccup again yesterday. Silent Mish was talking to Dr. Hiccup. So back to this motorcyclist killed in a crash. And that was what brought me to the whole discussion about US 19 and how we need to do something. But it was, according to reports, a 2011 Chevy Camaro driven by a 50-year-old man that stopped facing south on St. Ives Boulevard in the intersection of Spring Hill Drive. We did this one. 68-year-old James Brook traveling east on Spring Hill. So, yeah, this is an old story, too. Yeah. No shit. Not much going on then. Bus driver shortage still in Hernando County. Skipping jury duty, an ongoing problem. I don't see the problem with it, especially being that we're going to be doing trial here soon. So, there's a serious warning going out to people in Hernando County that are skipping jury duty. Judges say enough is enough, and people who skipped will have a lot of explaining to do in court. If you skip jury duty in Hernando County, you better have a good excuse. Yeah, let me tell you something. This is a good old boy state, all right? You're in a real good old boy county. You either go or you're going to have to pay the man. You're going to answer to the man. You got to picture, right, the Old West and how they used to have trials and things of that nature. And things have really not changed that much in... I don't fart this early. I shart. Oh, that's bad.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're talking about a good old boy state, and they're saying how, you know, if you miss jury duty here in this county, you're gonna have hell to pay. Well, they will lock your ass up here and say, "Oops." So, Stephen Toner said Hernando County has one of the lowest turnouts around for jury duty. Sorry. He had postponed a trial back in September because so many people didn't show. He said another time 65 notices were sent out and only 22 people showed up. Now, for those of you who don't know who Stephen Toner is, he used to be a very, very, very good public defender here in Hernando County.
Okay.
Then became a private attorney. Very, 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 very good private attorney. And now he's a judge. Yes. So I'm going to start petitioning to see if I can't get my case put in front of Stephen Toner. That would be a beautiful thing. I just don't know what court he's in, so I don't know if it's felony or misdemeanor or traffic or whatever the hell it is. But, guys, we got like 40-something minutes left.
I know.
You believe that?
What do we got to do?
I know. I got to get some more commercials up. So we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
And we'll be back right after these messages. So sit tight, folks. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio. We'll be right back.
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification required. Cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-800-518-1300. That's 1-800-518-1300. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-800-518-1300 for details.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at AdamandEve.com.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Are you disabled? Has your disability insurance company wrongfully denied paying your claim for benefits? Or maybe you didn't even know you had a long-term disability insurance policy through your employer. The smartest thing you can do right now is call the Disability Group for help. Don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. Listen to how one phone call to the Disability Group has helped people just like you.
They were on my team. They were on my side. If anybody in my family needed, help, I would refer them to the Disability Group.
And you pay nothing unless you win your case and receive your benefits. The Disability Group will put you in touch with a nationally recognized and experienced team who will fight for your rights. Call the Disability Group right now for a free, no-obligation consultation. Remember, the call is free and could help you secure thousands of dollars a month in benefits. Dial 800-448-8604. That's 800-448-8604. Call 800-448-8604. Call now.
Hey now, we're back. Talk Shit Radio. Thanks, everyone. Go check out our sponsorships. Some interesting things. Anybody want to make some money? That home-based business gig is a pretty good deal.
Right.
You know, if you're having penis problems and you need to keep you stiffy, we got the
I don't have penis
Viagra.
problems.
No, you don't have penis problems?
No.
Yeah. We got the Viagra. And if you ain't got penis problems, but you still want to play with the penis, we got the adult toys and all of that from, But yeah.
That's for when the penis doesn't work. Right?
Well, the pills you take before you go buy the toys.
All right.
You buy the pills, then about a day later you buy the toys. This way, when they arrive, everything arrives just right. Pop a few pills, shove the dildo in, never mind.
Yeah.
In other news, Silent Mish made it up this morning. Good morning.
I wonder
Silent
if
Mish.
that's what Mr. Williams would have said.
Caught me off guard. I swear you did.
Yeah, you just,
Mr.
for
Williams?
refreshing the relationship, I guess, Oh, yeah, you just go down to the local store. And
Oh, yeah. Let's go
toys.
buy a big giant butt plug, shove it in her ass, and she'll love you forever.
Put a little spice back in.
So,
the
Silent Mish,
relationship.
our guest caller never called in today.
Yeah.
No
So-
voicemails, no.
I
nothing.
deleted
No
his number.
message.
He's not. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Did you took down the post and everything, right? We don't want.
Yeah.
Cool. Shit, where are we at, man? Old Wise Man says, "Oh Lord, what do we do? What are we oh lording about, Old Wise Man?" By the way, phone lines are up 352-556-1321 if you want to give us a shout and hang out with us for a couple more minutes. Man, there's just so much shit going on in the news right now. It's like ridiculous. Let's go click over. This was a website we haven't been to in a few days.
Which one is that?
Vice News. Turkey's border war. We've got Iraq is torturing and executing innocent citizens. Meet the Kurdish suicide bomber planning to attack the Islamic State in Kobane. Now these are all just the headlines going on and shit. What else we got? We got opera about Palestinian hijacking and execution provokes outrage in New York. Yeah.
What did you just say? Something about Cobain, right? Didn't you say that?
Yes.
Yeah. The U.S. is airdropping weapons to anti-Islamic State fighters in Cobain.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't
So
even
that's
know
what
where
it
that
is. In Cobain, where is that? Jesus
Kurt
Christ.
Cobain,
Kurt Cobain's dead, right?
Yeah, it's over there in
Heroin
Islam.
overdose. Yeah, it's over there in ISIL. ISIL land. The land of ISIL. 352-556-1321 is the phone number if you want to call in, buddy. So we have journalists face jail for reporting on Indonesia's separatists rebels. Yeah, that's bullshit, but it's definitely not America. U.S. taxpayers funding controversial Indian coal project. Whoa. Wait a minute here. Hold on. What is this? Forced relocations, brutal beatings, questionable disappearances, a number of broken human rights, labor and environmental standards. Federal bank supported the U.S. taxpayers has helped develop the Reliance Power Project involving the plague of abuse on locals, according to a report by Coalition of the U.S. Environmental Organization. Wow. The Export-Import Bank of the United States is a publicly owned financial institute that loans to overseas industries that buy U.S. exports. Has graced Reliance Power Sasan Ultra Mega Power coal-based product in Singrauli, India. Okay. It's in India.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
Check out that link.
You sent me a link?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, do I even want to? Just by the way.
It's on Vice News.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Just by the way you're fucking joking with me here. It's like, check that link out. Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
yeah. Check that out.
All right. Oh, my God.
Yeah, go ahead. Click on it.
Yes,
though.
I'm over 18.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do we have?
Really?
Anaconda crushes can crush your skull in between her massive thighs.
Yeah.
Is there? Oh my God! And if you scroll down,
Why,
it
why would I
shows
even want to see that?
a picture.
See, that's one of those ones that can't be unseen now.
Oh my God!
That was
at the
retarded.
beginning.
Grow up.
When you keep scrolling down, this woman needs a smack in the face. What the hell is wrong with this woman? I don't even want to see that anymore.
It's a female fight club.
Yeah.
Something.
You're a disturbed man for even bringing that up to me. Right? Oh, that's fucking funny.
She's had her social media accounts and videos deleted from Facebook and YouTube for being too pornographic.
Oh, really?
Even though they featured no nudity.
The one did. The one picture.
I know, but I'm just
that
saying the
wasn't-
ones that
okay.
she put on Facebook and whatever, she's saying
Right.
that they featured no nudity, but
Really?
Facebook and YouTube have deleted them for being too pornographic.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty then.
Oh, shit.
She
All
looks
right,
like she's
so-
pretty damn mean to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with her, but I'd fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the number back up for a wise man. I said it too fast. All right.
They got a video on there too. I'm going to watch it.
I don't even
She's got a
wanna
watermelon.
know, man.
She's going to
Yeah, I
squeeze in
seen
her.
that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to
I'm
know,
gonna see
dude.
it.
Put your balls in there and let her squeeze it.
No.
All right. Yeah, that I saw that Indian coal project. I'm like, oh, hey, whoa. I thought the American Indians are wanting to use a coal fucking facility. I'm like, what the that don't make sense. So, no more talks about ceasefire. Donetsk explosion officially shatters Ukraine's fragile detente. Detente.
Detainee?
Detainee. Detainee? No. Detente. U.S. Air Force, why? U.S. Air Force asked why it scrapped $390 million worth of transport planes in Afghanistan. Yeah, why is that? I heard it was cheaper to leave the arms there, but looks like we got a wise man calling in. So let's see what we got going on here.
All right.
Good morning. You're live on Talk Shit Radio.
Well, good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're still kicking, yay.
Yeah, that's a good
Yay.
thing, man. I saw that video of you on Facebook the other day. It sounded like you were in quite the distress there, buddy.
Yeah, we're back on oxygen support 24/7 now, all the way up to 5 liters a minute. So
How do you feel?
I'm always tired now. That pulmonary embolism is what's got me going bad right now.
Gotcha. And
That's the fact that they let me go in the middle of my 19th heart attack.
yeah,
That
I
didn't
don't
do me any
understand that.
favors either.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't know.
They actually came up to me in the ICU and said that because I don't have a physician for follow-up care and monitoring of the drugs I would need to achieve my goal of survival, that it would not make any sense for them to even to start the program of the drugs because it would be too dangerous if I should have to stop suddenly. And not having a doctor, I would have to stop suddenly. And they said that although they technically couldn't discharge me from the hospital, that they suggested I sign the AMA form and go home.
Which is what?
Against medical advice, leaving against medical advice.
Right.
So in other words, they made me the bad guy.
Sure. Yep.
To cover their ass.
To cover their ass, exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I was being wheeled down to meet the taxi cab to go home that they told me that my troponin levels were increasing, which means that I was having an increase in cardiac enzymes, which meant I was having my 19th heart attack.
Wow. 19. Unreal. My grandfather.
Those are recorded in-house heart attacks.
Yeah.
I'm not counting the ones I wrote out at home and just had.
Right. Yep.
You know,
and just
they're
said,
estimating I've had about 30 of them.
right. You just sat there and said, yep, here's another one coming on. Yeah. Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
My grandfather had 8 of them.
So go ahead.
But 19? 8? My grandfather had 8 heart attacks and died of a brain tumor. But 19? Oh my! Yeah, isn't that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's not funny, but it's
it is funny. It's very funny if you think about it. He had 8 or 9 heart attacks, actually 8 or 9 heart attacks, but died of a tumor on his brain.
Yeah, that
Go
makes
figure.
no sense.
Yeah. It's like the skydiver jumping out of a plane 10 million times, but dies because he stepped out in front of a speeding Chevy or some shit. You know.
Exactly. He dies getting into the plane because he falls because he tripped and hit his head and got a hemorrhage. He ain't even playing off the ground yet.
Right?
Yeah, same thing.
My point to that is old wise man, I don't think these heart attacks are going to kill you, buddy.
Oh.
I don't think they're going to kill you. I think you're too strong.
From your mouth to God's ears, mister.
Yeah, right? Enough said. Hopefully he's listening. That's for sure.
Well, somebody, anyway.
Yeah, right? So, yeah, that's wicked, dude. 19 heart attacks, and they won't do nothing for you. All because you've used cannabis as a treatment.
Yeah, which is no longer in my system because I no longer have access.
Right, yeah.
But they're still using it as an excuse.
That's crazy. And no, you try to...
As soon as I told them I didn't want their narcotics because I didn't want to be turned into a junkie again, during the heart attack, they wrote me down as how do they word that?
Combative.
Non-conforming.
Uh-huh.
Or not non-conforming, what the hell was it? Oh, anyway, they got a special phrase they use. Non-compliant. That's
Non-compliant, yeah.
So once they wrote me up as non-compliant, it gave them a legal recourse to avoid liability against not providing care. Because it makes me the bad guy.
Certainly, yeah. They can't be sued now.
Right, and that's why this particular facility, being the only one in this whole county, especially in this town, gets 800% profits every year.
Yep.
Because they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, enough said. We're in the wrong business, buddy. Healthcare is where it's at. That's for sure. But so, I mean, with the oxygen going, I mean, you're feeling a little tired, but, a little better at least?
Well, let's just say I can see the end of the rope.
Oh, yeah? That's not good.
It's kind of wicked. I mean, I'm not afraid about the death and all that.
Right.
It's just, I'm feeling cheated, dude.
Yeah.
I don't have to be dead. They could take care of me and keep me going, but they refuse to do it for a stupid reason.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
That's...
And I'm a Samaritan type. I help people all the time. I talk to out jumpers. I give people money I can't afford to give them. I give away my food because they're hungry, and I've already had something to eat. And to be denied my ability to continue that is pissing me off.
I can definitely see why it would be pissing you off, dude. I mean, especially knowing, regardless of what the fact is, they could save your life.
Oh yeah. Well, they could do that for a lot of people in my position. They just choose not to because of the expense.
Right.
It's so easy for them to clone a brand new heart with no defects, brand new. That I wouldn't have any rejection issues at all because it would be made from my own cells.
Right. But you don't have insurance, so they won't even... You don't have insurance or the money, so they won't even attempt to think about it with you. How corrupt is that?
Well, I got insurance.
Oh, do you?
But the problem is it's paid for by the government. Medicare and Medicaid.
Yep. There you go.
So they don't get paid for the bill. That's not my fault.
Right. Right. Yep. Unreal.
Yeah, it's just, there's no justice, that's all. We already know all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, the world we live in now is definitely not what people like you fought for.
And it's not what I planned on growing up in.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's scary, people bringing in kids to this world, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's where I kind of went off the deep end at the ICU. The doctor was not even a real doctor. She was an intern still doing her stint.
Oh, shit.
The people that don't get no sleep for 3 or 4 days,
yep.
And they're so rubber-brained, but yet they're being held responsible for life-making decisions for their patients. She happened to be pregnant. And I said, you know what, lady, you're talking shit to me, talking smack to me, telling me I got to go and all this. You know who I feel sorry for is you. She goes, what? I said, I feel sorry for you because I poked her in the belly, gently, of course, but I poked her in the belly. I said, that thing you're cooking right there, I hope you have a really great relationship when that baby's finally born, because you'll never see grandchildren and you'll never see your child graduate from high school.
How true is that?
Because your head is so far up your ass, all you know is what you're studying. You don't know the real world on the outside. Have you ever heard of Fukushima? She goes, Fukulai? I said, see, right there, proves it. You don't know your shit from a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
All you know is the rules and all the stuff that you're being crammed into your brain because of wanting to be a doctor. You don't even know what's going on in the real world. I said, you're the one I feel sorry for.
How can you be that out of touch as a doctor? I mean, that's crazy.
All she cared about was covering the responsibility and liability issues of the hospital.
Yep.
We cannot technically and officially discharge you, but we want you to leave. Okay, well, then you're going to have to discharge me. No. You have to sign out AMA. I beg your pardon.
No, I've walked out of the hospital before and refused to sign it. I'm not signing that. They don't like it.
They always give you that same speech. If you don't stay, your insurance ain't going to pay the bill. Oh, give me a break. They always pay the bill.
Right.
They have to.
Yep.
They provided care and service. They have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's funny. I like telling them, I go, I ain't got insurance, so kiss my ass. Especially after they just did like $500,000 worth of tests on me. It's like, oh, by the way, I ain't got no insurance. They're like, oh, quick, he's fine. Let's get him out of here.
Give that guy a shot, kick him out the front door.
Right, give him some morphine, send him on his way. He's good.
Let's make him a junkie and send him home.
Yeah. Exactly. You know? Shit. So what else is new, buddy? You're going to just chill out and relax today and try and take it easy and live another day, right?
Well, it's not going to be an easy thing. Situation's a little bit more dire than just health at this point. There's too many days in a month, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Old Mother Hubbard kind of stuff, and being diabetic and all the issues, I don't figure that unless I get some kind of a miracle from the heavens, we ain't going to last much longer, no how. Just because I can't have nutritional support with all these issues, or a lack of nutritional support with all these issues, and still expect to survive. So.
And there's nobody around there where you're at that could help you.
I've got no family, no kinfolk, nothing.
No shit. Wow.
The only people that come to my home, sir, are the people that get a paycheck to come into my home.
Yep, they get paid to do so. Unreal.
Yep.
Unreal. Well, here's
so
another.
Their loyalties are questionable anyway.
Well, exactly. They're only doing what they're getting
they're loyal
paid.
to their paycheck, and that's it.
Yep, exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. They're loyal to that paycheck. That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah. They're friendly to you, but they're not your friends.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, but they're the kind of friend that they'll pat you on the back, and they got a knife in that hand.
Or trying to stick their finger in your ass, one of the two, exactly. Yep. Oh, it's okay. Here you go. Take this.
You and your butt jokes.
I got a lot of
the sponsors you do. You get away with that.
Yeah, well, you know. Enough said. We don't have too many sponsors, believe me. Oh, shit.
That was what the old Lord was about, was he was being a little retentive earlier.
I got it now. Now I didn't understand that before. For the listeners, we were talking shit, and you commented, "Oh Lord," and I said, "Oh Lord," what did I say now? Yeah. So, did you ever? And you had sent me the apartment complex where you'd said you had peeps there.
Well, no. My peeps told me that is the only current available place that may have an opening.
Oh wow.
And I can't make cold calls like that. I don't know how I ever managed to call you guys the first time. It took a lot of nerve.
Ah, you did good,
I got
man.
issues.
Yeah, you did good, man. And now look at you. You're a regular superstar on the show.
Well, yeah. Everything else, just like calling my buddy and talking to him, it's no big deal. I just got to turn the volume down on my PC so I can't hear myself.
That's it. Yeah. I had we had Brooksville Bob calling up Mikey one day, Mike the mechanic, And you can hear him going, what the hell's that noise? All I hear is myself talking back to me, and Mikey had it playing back and had him on speakerphone trying to talk to him. So, yeah, it was funny as hell. But, yeah, I played a few of those skits this morning. Yeah, I'm going to get Brooksville Bob back in here one day and do some more. So, well, listen, Wise Man, always a pleasure talking to you, buddy.
I figured I'd better call you and test your phone system, make sure it's working.
Yeah, you know what? So now, you know what I mean? There's no excuse for anybody to not call in, especially when they have an appointment to call in. You heard what happened, right?
Really?
You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit is that?
I hear you.
Hey, listen, the phone system was down, but at least leave a damn message. Hey, like you did before. Hey, I called. You were not there. You know what I'm saying? Send me an email or something.
Go to your website and go in the chat and say, hey, what the hell's going on?
Exactly. You told me to call at this time, but the phones don't work. What's your problem, dude? Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
Nothing. So, yeah, we just talk shit about it.
Rude.
Yeah. Must not be very...
So what if he got in a wreck and died? That's just fucking rude.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly, dude. He must not be that good at the relationship if he can't even make a simple phone call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he was bullshitting you, ladies. He's just a panty raider. That's all he is.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
so I'll get off here and maybe somebody else get some stones and call in and make themselves known too.
Yeah, enough said. Right now, we're gonna shut the phone down once you get off the line. But we got about 15 minutes.
Now you're making me feel real special.
See, hell yeah, we got to, bro. You're the one and only caller we're taking today, man. That's it. Even if he wanted to call, too late. Old Wise Man called and filled your spot.
Yeah, neener, mister.
Shit or get off the pot, my mother used to say.
Hey, you can't get anywhere unless you start taking steps. And if you don't walk, you ain't going to get nowhere. So,
if you don't start walking, you'll never run. Right.
You didn't even trot.
Right, exactly. So. All right, buddy.
All right, you guys. Peace.
I will hit you up after I get off the show on Facebook because I want to talk to you. So I'll hit you back up.
All right. Well, I'll be hanging out on Facebook and waiting for you then.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good day.
All right. Peace, you guys. Love you. Take care.
Love you too, buddy. Bye.
Such a good guy.
Yes. Yeah. We got to get him. That's what I'm going to call him up and talk to him. Or that's what I'm going to hit him up on Facebook about is I'm going to try and see what kind of situation we got over there at that apartment complex and see if I can't get that ball rolling and get him over there and get some medicine into him because 24 to 48 hours after he starts taking real medicine, cannabis, he's going to start feeling better. Guarantee it. Not that I've ever been as bad as him near death, but I know what it's like to go without your medication. It is not pretty. It's not scary. So we got about 15 minutes left of the show. I want to say thanks, everybody, for jumping in the chat again. John for showing his face there, listening in. Daisy, welcome back. Old Wise Man for calling us. Tony for being here. Maria for being here. Silent Mish for being Silent Mish.
Yep. Everybody playing their part.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Doing their thing.
Absolutely. So
something like that.
I got a few announcements that I'm going to go through real quick. Something to that effect, he says. Yeah, a little something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Tomorrow's show, we have our rocket scientist, Stephanie Osborne, going to be on the show. And this is the show I've been waiting on.
I'll have to listen to this one later.
You're going fishing tonight, right?
I'll be fishing tonight. I'm pretty sure as long as everything
goes well, and Hayden too. Yeah,
too.
Dun dun dun.
That's why he's sleeping in.
That's exactly why he ain't getting out of bed. That could be the Jaws sound.
That could be the sharks. Water's cooled off a little bit, but it's not cooled off.
See if I can get it to go
keep
faster.
The away.
Yeah, enough said. I always fucked with him, too, and said, listen, if you're not good, I'm going to take you fishing and throw you to the sharks. So you got to mess with him while you're out there and be like, listen, Hayden, Lou told me to have a little talk with you, and I didn't like the way it went. Over into the sharks you go. He will shit himself, dude, because I've always busted his balls about it since he's been dating my daughter. That, listen, you fuck up on my daughter, dude, I'm taking you fishing, feeding you to the sharks.
Remember when Lou said...
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Talk about... Talk about what's going on in your head damn, I don't think I might.
I'll wait until the
come
sharks
out
are
here,
swimming beside
right?
the boat, and I'll walk up beside him.
Lean over. Remember what Lou said about his daughter and shark fishing? I just give him this look, then grab his belt and his shirt and really make him shit himself.
Be careful how you walk. Watch your balance.
Oh, Hayden, go all the way out on that rig. Little further. Oh, this kid's never going out again.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous for him. I'll be honest with you. I don't.
Well, he told me before that he's done it before.
Yeah, I think he has. He's gone out,
but he would never.
He's
do
done
it
it like I did it. You know what I'm saying?
But he said he would never do it again.
Yeah,
he said he did it for a little while, and it was just
wasn't easy. Yeah, well, we'll find out if he's done it at all real quick, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah. So it's like me saying I'm going to be the next freaking, bubblegum shrimp. Ain't happening, people. Never in a million years would you catch me out there doing that.
Well, I mean, as long as he can, pick some shrimp, he can't be any worse than the other helper.
Yeah, that's already there. The one that falls asleep
one
on the
that's
end of the box right in the middle
of
a patrol.
That's leaving town for a week.
Right, yeah, exactly. Ridiculous.
So, yeah, we'll be fine.
Right. It's like having a captain of the boat that, only wants to go out part-time or wants to sleep halfway through the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he really doesn't want to be on the boat at all
I
anymore.
know.
I mean, he's had the thing for years, and he's getting older.
He's
and
tired.
He's like
of it,
done.
sure. Yeah.
He just
but
wants
at least
to...
let go already. You know what I'm saying? Give it to you already. Let you take it.
Yeah. Well, he's got to get some stuff fixed on there too.
Yeah.
So him being out there, he's seeing just what's not right already.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So this way, when you come to him and say, "Okay, time to do this,"
yeah, look, this broke, man.
Yeah.
Because he's replacing a lot of stuff. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's ordered a bunch of stuff that's got to be replaced, and he's, like I said, those 2 new pulleys
and shit like that, right? So.
And he ordered a new sprocket and chain set for the winches, and he's got new hydraulic lines coming in.
Nice.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah.
I was just reading what they were putting in the chat. It's funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow, like I was saying, we have our rocket scientists, Stephanie Osborne. No relation to Ozzy. No relation to Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never know. Could be her sister or long-lost sister-in-law or cousin. So she's been a rocket scientist for over 20 years. She's been a civilian and military space program and mission flight control, astronaut trainer. And so I'm so... Wow. Intrigued by this one, yeah. And she's calling in at 9, which only gives us an hour on the phone with her, which sucks. Should have booked that one earlier, but I would have liked to have done 3 hours with her. That would have been cool. So this ought to be really, really neat. And this is a little spit in the face for that one jackass that said that our listeners and guests are stupid. Yeah, we had a jackass that I had known for quite some years say that, this is a fake-ass show and we don't have real listeners and that kind of thing. And yeah, kind of insulted my show, insulted my listeners, and I took offense to that. Mm-hmm. And after knowing him for 17 years, 16 years, I pretty much told him go fuck himself. So it's at the point now where, if I see him, I'm going to bitch smack him. And he's the type to pull his gun, and then he's going to get what I would like to reference to a lead overdose. Because I'm going to shoot him with his own damn gun. And say, oops. Did I do that? Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow we got a rocket scientist coming on. So I think that's going to be awesome. Very interested to hear about her career. Should be really cool. Just NASA alone. Screw everything else. Yeah. Just NASA alone has gotten me sucked in. Big time. I don't know. I can't wait for that one. That one's going to be cool. So.
Rocket scientist.
Yeah. I found her by chance, man. I saw her ad and said, well, let's see.
Right, but
I mean,
what does that mean exactly? You'll have to ask her. What does that mean?
What exactly is a rocket scientist? Yeah,
that
definitely.
Should be what you ask her.
That's going to be a long answer right there.
Yeah.
Think about it. What does it take to build a rocket?
I know. I mean, what exactly is a rocket scientist?
I mean,
she should be able to answer that.
Do they do rocket science? Is it it's not
rocket science.
It's not rocket science to figure it out.
It's not rocket science for a rocket scientist.
That's a good reference. Nice. See, if you're a rocket scientist, it's not rocket science.
Yeah, it's
basic.
What I do.
1 + 1 = 3. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I went to school in Central Islip. What can I tell you? For those of you from Central Islip, you know. Johnny's going, I don't know what you're talking about. I got a good education. That's because you actually went to school. That's a difference. There's a big difference. So we got about 8 minutes left, guys. Same old shit. Just another day. Here we are on Tuesday, finishing up another show. Hopefully we're going to start sending a copy of every show up to Sirius Satellite Radio. We're going to start hammering them with 70-something episodes that we've already done so far. I think that's the number. Let's see. We have 75 tracks. So we've done 75 shows of talk shit so far. Total. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is number 76 right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're nearing 100.
Yeah, TV shows do a 100th episode thing, celebration thing. So
we absolutely, positively have to
Yeah.
do a 100th episode on camera. Doohickey.
Doohickey.
A doohickey, whatchamacallit, thingamababa. Okay. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Exactly.
It's like Mikey and me talking when he looks at an engine and he wants to tell me what to fix. He'll go pointing at it, doing the little finger, fix this, take that out, put that over there, take this, put that back on there, and you're done.
Yeah.
I know, right, what he's saying. Anyway, Maria, you got any announcements? I see you're so busy over there playing your Candy Crush game.
I am not playing
You
nothing.
are. I could
am
see
not.
it. You didn't know that I put a mirror behind you.
You know, I know you're all up in my computer. I know.
Well, up in that computer.
You're all up in it. In my laptop.
In my laptop. That was like Chrissy the other day. She went to, she was pushing some buttons on my phone, and the way I was sitting, I had the phone on my lap. I'm like, Chris, to her husband, I said, your wife's hands are by my penis. He was talking about it for 3 days laughing, man. It was fucking hilarious. It was one of those random things. You know how demented my mind is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thanks for agreeing with me, every fucking body. You're supposed to be like, oh, you're not that bad. It's everybody's like, yeah, you're fucked up, dude. You're a sick bad. Yep, you're crazy. I see. Okay, gratitude. Anyway, it's about that time, guys. We got 5 minutes left. Mm-hmm. I ain't got much left to say, man. I'm just rambling on. I'll be honest with you, wasting time at this point. So I think I'm just going to put on some music. We're going to end the show with some music.
Okay.
And,
no karaoke, though.
No karaoke?
Okay.
Oh, sole mio. I just woke up every dog in the neighborhood. They're all howling.
I don't hear anything.
I've deafened her. I've made her pop their eardrums on that one. We just lost every listener we had, too. They all just shut their shit off. They're like, oh, my God, he's going to sing. I'm out of here later.
Oh, he must have gone to the loo.
To the loo. Straight to the loo with this show. Oh, my. Straight to the loo with this show of theirs. These blimey little fools. All right, we're out of here. This is Talk Shit Radio. I'm not going to run my mouth any longer because there's just a bunch of shit coming out about. Yeah, you've heard the term aspidasis of the blowhole. Yeah,
no,
it's aspidasis of the mouth at this point. So,
okay,
see you tomorrow, guys. Happy joy, happy. Talk Shit Radio. We're out.